Hello and welcome back to the Saturday Football Show on DR Sports. We couldn't miss it. Of course, we've just done the game day watch-along between Newcastle and Liverpool. 1-0 win to Liverpool. But now we roll straight into the Saturday Football Show, and attention turns to the 3 o'clock kickoff in the Premier League and the Championship as well. Doyle, your debut on the Saturday Football Show. Always nice to have another red on the show, a big scouser.
All right, lads,
getting a bit like Sky Sports in here. It's a little bit biased now, isn't it?
Do you know what, lads? Hey, right, get on this, lad. At the start of the day, we met up with Matty and we're like, this could be a great day or an absolutely awful day. And it turns out it's going to be a great day. Like, we won 1-0, so everything's fine.
The day's going to be great.
Yep.
Matty Renton on my left, as he always is. Not the happiest Matty Renton ever.
Well, I'm alright, mate. I didn't expect to beat Liverpool, to be fair, and at least it wasn't a battering. It's 1-0, we're safe.
Yep.
Summertime, baby, that's what it's all about for Newcastle.
Summertime.
He just wants to transfer.
Summertime.
It's unbelievable. Like, comment and subscribe to DR Sports if you haven't already, guys. Massive show ahead of us. And to my right, as always, again, it's Matisse. How you doing, fella?
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Nice to have you back.
I see you guys have got the job done. Do you know what I'm saying? So it just makes the title race more interesting later on in the late kickoff. So as a neutral, because really I don't want anyone to win it. I'd rather just give it to somebody else if there was a possibility. Liverpool. I know you guys are gonna make a lot of noise if you win it. City. I got a City roommate, so I'm not really going to win either way on this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a long couple of months for yourself. But obviously, an FA Cup final to look forward to as well. But even that, not going to be great. Let's get into some of the lineups then. We're obviously starting a little bit later today, 13 minutes away from the 3 o'clock kickoffs now. Let's start off at Aston Villa, and I'm going to come to you, Doyle.
So, for Aston Villa in goal, we've got Martinez, right back, Cash, Mings and McGinn in the middle, Watkins, Chambers, Coutinho, Digne, Bailey, Ramsey, and I'm not going to be a butcher. I'm not going to be a butcher. All right. So
try it.
Aruga.
Oh dear.
Arugabanan.
I've never heard of it.
We've been cancelled.
I'm sorry. I'm absolutely sorry. I am terrible.
Yeah, I butchered that one to be fair. But
sorry,
listen,
buddies.
It's a strongish team from Aston Villa. I mean, no Ings there. Actually, it's not a strong team.
Who is that,
up front.
Do you know what's the surprise for me, right? So Bailey's been starting over Ings, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And apparently he's been showing good form and training and stuff, and Gerrard's like what he's seeing. Don't know if I've seen it on the pitch from him, but again,
Ings
it's against
on the bench,
Norwich today, so he might get some nice space in behind to get some confidence in his game and whatever else.
Must be an academy player, number 47, Tim Irabunum, is how I'm going to try and say it. Something like that.
Haven't heard of Coutinho in a while as well.
Yeah, exactly. In the middle of the park as well, Guman. Sorry.
It's terrible. Can we
Irog Booman.
Irog Booman.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Tim.
But on the bench, you've still got Douglas
Booman.
Luiz, Buendia. You've got Ashley Young, Ings. Obviously, no Watkins, he's still out. But for Norwich, Krul, Aarons, Byram at the back, Grant Hanley, who got a lot of abuse here off Matty Renton in the last game.
It wasn't abuse.
He's saying, come on, man, it's not Grant Hanwell, it's Van Dijk, you can't do that. You've got Dowell there as well, Norman, Rashica in the middle, Leigh-Malou, Williams, Pookie and McLean as well. And then on the bench, any names that I recognise? Not really, if I'm
Billy
honest.
Gilmore, Sargent,
Billy Gilmore's there, lads.
Yeah, Billy Gilmore's there, of course he is, ex-Chelsea. Well, still at Chelsea, obviously.
Got a big pot for you next year.
Big game, Southampton, Crystal Palace. Matisse, can you give us the lineups, please, for the home team?
We've got Foster, Walker-Peters, Salisu, Bedmark, is it?
Bednarek.
Bednarek. Who's that on the... I'm blind. You've asked me to do a terrible job here.
Sorry,
Who is this on the left-hand side?
Peru.
Romeo, obviously former Chelsea player. Ward-Prowse, Redmond, Teller, Adams and Long. So... yeah, decent Southampton team. Obviously, Ward-Prowse probably score a free kick at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah,
that's what he does.
He's so fantastic at the minute. And do you know what? Do you know what's boss about his free kicks? It's a wide variety of them. It's not just one type of whipping.
The whip.
It's brilliant, lads.
Yeah,
he's the
left,
best.
top,
I think we can all agree he's probably the best set piece taker in the Prem, and we've got Trent, lads. You know what I mean? So he is, lads. Yeah.
Crystal Palace, Matty.
Palace have got Gator in goal, Klein, Anderson, Gay and Ward at the back. MacArthur, Conor Gallagher, again another Chelsea player.
Brilliant.
Jeffrey Schlupp, Eze, Ayew and Mateta up top. So Zaha on the bench, Benteke on the bench, Edward on the bench, Olise on the bench. So Southampton will be licking the lips.
Do you know what? That's actually a really strong bench there from Crystal Palace. We mentioned earlier how Liverpool had potentially today the strongest bench that has ever been in Premier League history.
Really?
Salah, Trent, Fabinho, There was some crazy names on
Salah,
the bench
Trent,
today.
Fabinho, Thiago.
Yeah.
Did you rest players? What's going on?
Yeah,
here?
we did. Yeah, we did. We played
Four
Milner
players,
and Gomez at right back. And
You rested for Villarreal midweek.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's take them, lads.
That's rude.
Let's
Don't
take
do
them
that.
serious
Don't
because
do
they
that.
give us a game.
I don't see them scoring 2 goals against you and
Maybe
you
not,
getting
lads,
none.
but they are a serious team, lad.
They
on the
are a
balls.
serious team,
They
but
are,
I
lads.
think you guys are patting that now.
Speaking of teams in yellow, Watford, Foster in goal, loser. Unfortunate name that, especially when playing football.
Yeah, for Watford anyway.
Yeah, 'cause that's what he's been the last 6
Ever.
months. Loser. Pedro, Kamara, Sissoko, Firmino, Samir, Sarr, Dennis, Kabasele and Kuka. Up top on the bench, you've got Josh King, you've got Gosling, who's been around for some time now. But again, Watford aren't at the bottom of the table, Matty, for no reason. Who are they playing up against today for Burnley?
Burnley, Pope and goal, Taylor, Cork, James Tarkowski, Brownhill, Wout Weghorst, Dwight McNeil, Roberts, Aaron Lennon, Rodriguez and Collins.
Interesting. Burnley need to win this one. Absolutely desperate for 3 points, and Watford have lost their last 9 home games. So if those stats are anything to go by, then Burnley, in good form as well, could almost secure safety.
I can't believe it, lad.
Unbeaten as well. Under the new Mike Jackson and Ben Mee.
Playing good football as well, lad. Very good football. It's mad.
It's mad that they've taken Ben Mee out of the defence and put him in the dugout.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brent, do you want to be manager?
Some comeback from Michael Jackson. That.
That's crazy.
Let's move on to the other teams playing today. Wolves, we had Matt Cooper on the show yesterday. He was looking forward to this one. He actually said that Brighton would win this one 1-0.
What?
But he really wasn't backing Wolves. He said they've been awful. Sarr, Saiss, Cody, Bowley, Nuri, Moutinho, Dendonka, Neves, Semedo, Hichan. That's Lee, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Silva as well. And on the bench, you've got Jimenez, who hasn't been in form at all for Wolves, with Trincao and Johnny Neto also on the bench. And then for Brighton, Sanchez, Veltman, Lewis Dunk, the captain, Cucurella, Trossard, Mwepu, Casado, Bissouma, March, McAllister, and the one and only Danny Welbeck up top, Lamptey, Duffy, Morpay on the bench with Lallana too for Brighton. Banging form they are, Brighton as well. Any more teams to get through on the old the starting 11?
That's it on the old Premier League. Loads of games in the Championship as well. Though Championship, we've got some big games. Obviously, there's only 2 games left in the Championship before we get into the playoffs. Pretty much, got a big game at the top. Blackburn versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth looking for that second spot. You've got Borough versus Stoke. Borough going for the playoffs. Millwall, Peterborough still trying to get into the playoffs, and then obviously high flying Forest at home to Swansea, who do love goals as well, and Reading versus West Brom at the bottom of the table.
If Forest can win today and hope for a bit of a slip up from Bournemouth,
go into one wax spot.
It'd be cool to see them,
second.
wouldn't it? Where it's like the Leeds, like the great old teams. Like you want to see them back up, and the same for me for Blackburn, lad. I almost want to see they've won the Premier League.
They've fallen off though. 1 win in 5.
Yeah.
Bournemouth as well. 4 draws out of the last 5 games, hanging on to that second place at the minute. Huddersfield in 4th, Luton in 5th, still hanging on there as well. Sheffield United, Middlesbrough, Blackburn, all there as well. Teams, again, we've spoken about it so many times on this show this season. Teams like Stoke, QPR, West Brom, Swansea, Hull. These were Premier League teams not too long ago. Now they're struggling in that league. They really
Everton
are.
by the sounds of things as well, lads. By the looks of it,
Maybe.
it's madness, lad. It can happen to anybody. Like when you're reeling off them big teams, like they're big cities as well. Like it really can.
Even Fulham, far away leaders in this, but only 1 win in 5.
Yeah, probably
they've
given
lost
up
3.
now though. They've probably
Maybe
after
they've
winning
lost,
the league.
you know what, they're top of the league, but they've still lost 9 games.
Yeah,
Fulham.
They won't be good enough when you come to the Prem.
Championship.
When you come to the Prem, it won't be good enough there.
No, a very competitive league though, isn't it? It's just every single week you can't predict.
46
so many games as well.
Yeah,
so
what
many games
that is.
I love the playoffs as well. I mean, the playoffs are
boss, aren't they?
the drama in the playoffs is
unbelievable. There is also some news from Chris Kamara, the popular Sky Sports presenter, who he says after 24 years at Sky Sports, they have announced his departure. I've loved every minute and the memories will live with me forever. Working with Jeff and the boys has been unbelievable. And the special days on Goals on Sunday with Ben Shepherd, who's become a great pal, I've had a blast. Really sad that, actually, considering his recent kind of medical news and how he was struggling a little bit. So it's really difficult to see that, especially as a presenter myself and all of us guys. So sending all of our best thoughts to Chris Kamara, and what a
legend
he's been on there. Unbelievable.
Paved the way for stuff like this, lad. Even
did
us
that.
being able to do stuff like this right now is because people like him started it, lad. It's brilliant.
Big up, man. Right, 4 minutes away from kickoff, all around the country in the top league, the second top league, the third top, fourth top, fifth top, and everywhere else. What a day it is outside, and what a day it isn't to be stuck in a studio when it's so sunny and nice and warm outside. But let's talk about Newcastle Liverpool then. Let's get into the instant match reaction. We saved it for this show. Matty, we'll go to you first as the home team. You mentioned there that you weren't too gutted that you only lost 1-0. But it was a scrappy game, wasn't it?
It was very scrappy. There wasn't much quality, because even in Liverpool's finish, and they've wasted many chances. You look at Marnier's when he put it wide, Salah 1-on-1, Jota had the odd chance. So I think Liverpool were obviously the better side. Newcastle, when they had opportunities in the final third, just couldn't pick the right pass, couldn't unlock a very resilient Liverpool defence, often catching us offside. But just didn't make the most of free kicks and set pieces, Newcastle. And
Absolutely, yeah,
it was a scrappy game. It was a scrappy game. You can see Newcastle were fighting for the fans, but look, our main priority is done now. Sealed safety, and you lot fight for the league title.
Doyle, massive win, 3 points. We've collected those again. 10 wins in a row for Liverpool, apart from that draw against City. Form-wise, unbelievable, but we just have to pray and hope that Leeds get something today.
Yeah, we need Jesse, Ted Lasso lads to just sort us out, don't we? We absolutely need it. But I don't see it coming. Like, City are City, aren't they? And we've seen Leeds this season. They've got a new manager and they are playing different, but they have been very open at times. And old habits take a while to die, lads. So don't see them really doing anything against City today. But having said that, I'm just happy that we got over the line against these lads, because that was a difficult game. That was not easy, lad. It was almost like we had that many chances. We just wanted to score that second goal. We just wanted the goal, and we snatch at them instead of trying to think about it properly. So I'm just made up you didn't score, lad, because it was looking at some points, lad. It was scary.
Couple of breaks in the last couple of minutes, wasn't there, where we were on the counter, but just didn't have the instinct today to get over the line. A poor game from St. Maximin, bringing off. I mean, the difference was we made a substitution, brought on Chris Wood, and you brought on Mo Salah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bit of a difference there, wasn't there, really?
Yeah.
I think it was obvious who was going to win.
Just a little bit,
Just a little bit.
Selfish, wasteful at times for Liverpool, but considering again the short amount of time we had to prepare for this game, the massive game we had on Wednesday, they take that, wouldn't they? I mean, you must be watching this Liverpool team now, just running through teams every single week, not looking like they're going to give up.
Yeah, 100%, and that's a very important part to mention, is the fact that he did play a midweek, and then you have a 12:30 kickoff against Newcastle away, against a very good Newcastle that are in form, and are not, just taking the league lightly. Even though they're safe, they're still ploughing away and almost in the top half. So I think for me, the form that you're in, I'm looking at you for the FA Cup final. We need to get our shit together immediately, because the way that we're playing at the moment, in comparison to where you're playing, you look like you just want to just steamroll for everybody. And City, I mean, I can see a scenario where you both just win all your games. Like you're both of you are just winning every single week. You got the desire and the drive and experience to get to this 90 whatever points you want to get to. So yeah, it's madness, freak of nature, both these teams.
Incredible to watch, like it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you say you can see it happening, because it's already happened to us, lad. We got 97 points and didn't win the league. But it's just mind-boggling, lad. So yeah, I can see it happening.
And you're what a point behind them if everybody wins all their games again.
Yeah.
So.
We've just seen that Alaves have beaten Villarreal today. So not a good result for Villarreal. Also, Mainz 2-0 up at home to Bayern Munich in 27 minutes.
Bayern Munich still on the Albiaz after winning the league, don't they?
Look as well. Dortmund. They're losing as
well. Dortmund,
crazy scenes.
Bad day.
They got a goal back.
Just got a goal back at home. They've got a weird home record at Dortmund, don't they? They lose a fair few games there in the season.
I wonder if Villarreal made many changes though. Maybe rested a few boys for.
Maybe.
I can imagine.
I would have liked to have seen the team actually for
the
that.
league's over for them anyway.
I think we have to mention as well. We haven't mentioned that League One and League Two's finished today, so we can talk about the final table.
Yeah. Who's going to be coming up then? Let us know.
Look at the league table there. Some loads of goals today as well in those last games. But obviously Wigan finished top with 92 points.
Championship.
Rotherham have been promoted to the Championship. They finished second. And some big teams in the playoffs, no less than Sunderland, who finished fifth today, got into the playoffs. MK Dons, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland and Wycombe Wanderers in the playoffs.
Who just missed out there?
Just missed out was Plymouth Argyle and then Oxford. And then Bolton are quite a few points off.
Charlton
look at that. Bolton, Portsmouth,
down there.
Ipswich, Charlton.
Wow, fell off. Do you know what though? You look at Portsmouth, They've got 73 points and they've come 10th.
It's not an easy league.
How is that even possible?
It's mind-boggling.
Remember, it's 46 games, though.
Yeah, it's more games, yeah.
But still, man, that's
crazy.
mental when you consider they won the FA Cup in 2008.
Yeah.
Dortmund have scored 2 now, so
There we go.
Haaland has
Double
scored
Haaland.
both.
Putting it back.
And we'd like to keep you updated on the European games as well, because why not? When
Haaland
they're coming
with
into us,
2
we might as
penalties.
well. Big up to everyone in the comments. A lot of people asking for your forfeit to be completed, Matty.
Next week now, isn't it?
It is next week.
What was
We've
his
really
forfeit?
got away with
Lads,
that.
you're mad.
So we do a show on DR called The Prediction Battle.
Of course.
And basically the forfeit was whoever lost the, what was it, the weekly prediction battle, and we had to get like as many as we can out of 10. He lost. I beat him 3-1. So he's got to eat something. And again, we still haven't decided that. I don't think it's been decided.
I think Jason's took it to Nigeria. Give me bringing something back. Maybe should I say? Bringing something back from Nigeria, I think.
All right, well, make
I'm
sure
enjoying that
it's,
series.
it's nice and not nice, Jason, if you can, if you're watching.
But our League 2 obviously gets decided as well today at 3 o'clock. So plenty of
By the way, 3
plenty of
o'clock
goals.
kickoffs have kicked off now, so we're going to keep you updated, Matty.
Plenty of games to run through in League 2 as the season draws to an end there as well.
What teams we got in there now? Forest Green.
Yeah, they're
Forest
up there
Green,
now. They've been promoted. They go
Wow.
to League
Yeah,
1.
top, yeah.
Top of the league.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, top of the league.
Aren't
they-
they a sustainable club?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That's something,
They're a green
yeah.
club, aren't
They're a
they?
vegan club or
Yeah,
something.
that's it.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Madness.
like that.
Madness.
Yeah,
That's probably why they're top, to
interesting
be
in
fair.
League 2.
Keep
then.
an eye on those playoff spots.
Salford finishing 10th in League 2.
That's-
you know what? That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
No,
That's not
No.
bad.
Well,
just-
they could
they-
finish as high as 8th.
Yeah,
They only
they're
just
only-
started to play football lad, about 10 years ago. So
less
to be
than that.
Less than that, yeah,
It's like
definitely.
5-6 years ago.
Madness, lads.
Unbelievable.
They are
that is.
doing incredible achievements.
Yeah, as we said, the 3 o'clock kickoffs have now taken place. Aston Villa 0, Norwich 0, Southampton 0, Crystal Palace 0, Watford 0, Burnley 0, and Wolves Brighton is also 0-0. A few minutes in. Chelsea fans are plastic, says Ethan.
One day without this.
The main Anon, are you sure Matty's hair wasn't the forfeit? It looks like it.
Oh, that's just
come
not very
on.
nice.
to read that comment, lad.
Listen, I'll read them out for myself.
That's not very
Encouraging
nice.
the bullying,
Should have
and
heard the ones I was
encouraging the
reading about
negativity.
myself earlier. Calling me all sorts. What a win for us. The gaming prince says you never walk alone. Also, did you tell Don Robbie to half Matisse's wage and send it to Save the Bridge Foundation?
Oh. Well, we're almost got new owners now, and in fact, we had a random bid come in yesterday morning from Jim Radcliffe, the richest guy in the UK, with a £4 billion bid, and he just decided that we were just going to skip out the whole process and just get to the final stage of The Apprentice. Forget it. Forget all the extra stuff back
So
there.
I've got the money. Here's the money.
Can you enlighten me a bit, right?
Don't you know?
Because I'm confused about this whole thing. How many times have they been given deadlines?
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
Every
Bids
Friday's a
in
deadline,
to
isn't it?
like,
yeah.
fine. I want to fine you, relegate you.
I don't know what Rain
You
Group
keep
are
missing
doing.
all these deadlines.
I don't know what Rain Group are doing. They set deadlines, they set rules, they set regulations, safeguards, and then they just apparently, this Radcliffe guy can just come in at the last minute. He hasn't spoken to any of the groups, not the CPO,
Proof
not
of
the
funds?
CST. Proof of funds, apparently he doesn't need the profits of making any profits from the club. He's just that rich, he can get his money elsewhere. But he'd be the only person not in a consortium. He'd be the only one to go in alone, like a Roman. So
But then wouldn't everyone who's in the other consortiums want to jump on with him and become a consortium?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't think he needs anybody with him, so he'll probably just tell them to screw themselves. But I think it's a bit unfair.
But when is the
considering
actual
everyone's
deadline now then?
I don't think.
Next
I don't, like,
Friday
this is the
and
thing,
moved
lad.
again.
Listen,
I don't think they should be
I
penalised for
do.
not meeting these
I
deadlines
do.
because the reality is this wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't in anyone's plans. Like it's unprecedented. It's they should be given a leeway on this. I don't like Chelsea, but they should. It's what's fair.
It's not even us anyway. It's
It's
Rain
not your
Group.
fault,
If you have any
is it?
issue with Rain
It's
Group,
not
I know
Chelsea's
exactly
fault.
where their address is in London. You can go and take it out with them.
Bayern Munich have pulled one back thanks to Lewandowski.
Shock.
Could be leaving, being linked away.
He wants out.
Again.
Where could he go?
I've seen him linked with Barcelona. I've seen him linked with kind of Chelsea, but I don't really.
I've
feel
seen
like
that
could happen.
Man United want De Jong, yeah, and they're willing to offer Barcelona for Harry
Phil Jones.
Maguire, lad.
Yes, Rashford as well.
Yeah, Rashford. That's
Rashford's
a
in it
sad
as well.
one.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire's funny, but that one's a sad one.
Yeah.
Lad. He's a Manchester boy, and if they want to get rid of him,
I think it'd be best for him to probably go anyway.
That's all right.
Probably would, lads. But
Yeah.
it never makes you happy when you see a local lad leave their local team. So it was the same for me with Ross Barkley when he left Everton. And I was like, don't leave.
What about Jay
Everton,
Spearing?
lad.
Flanagan?
He drove him to the next club. Speaking of Man United, Ten Hag now confirmed as the new manager.
Yeah.
So
I
stop
actually
calling my phone.
Yeah, exactly. I saw some stats the other day about his league position in terms of facts. Possession won, press, and he's pretty much first or second in every kind of compartment within that league.
Yeah.
Can he relate that into United? Because they showed their stats next to him, and it was like 20th, 19th, 18th, 20th, 20th. In terms of like sprints per game,
Yeah.
possession won, pressing.
Unless
Can he
he's
relate
gonna put new legs on Ronaldo, then he's not gonna get that from him. He's literally 37 years old. Bruno Fernandes is not the greatest presser anyway. He's very disorganized. So even when Rangnick came in, he's a Gegenpress, type manager as well, German, obviously. So I said it at the time when he came in, he's not going to be able to implement what he exactly wants to do with that Man United team because it's all mixed up with different profiles and different players, and they don't really suit one specific system because they've all been signed.
It's all of it. It's Man United's recruitment, lad.
Yeah, it's a mess.
all to do with that. It's like they haven't bought. They wanted to buy Ralf Rangnick for 6 months to instill a philosophy into a club. What?
Impossible.
How can you do that with
You can't
players
do
that
that.
are not made for that philosophy and not made for that style? It doesn't make sense. lad.
Exactly.
So what they're going to actually have to do with Ten Hag now is give him at least 5 years, and I genuinely mean this, so that he can instill a philosophy in the club, a style of play, and buy the players that fit it, just like Jurgen Klopp has for Liverpool. He's had the time and he's had the to implement his plan.
It's got to be a
He needs
massive turnover of players in the summer you'd expect. I mean, so many of them don't seem to want to be there.
None.
They
Like
don't
Rashford.
deserve to be there.
Rashford, bro, that
many?
genuinely makes me sad. That if I see Trent leave Liverpool, if I see, like I said, Barkley, Rashford actually wanting to leave Man United makes me
Trent's
sad.
a lot better footballer than Marcus Rashford.
No, yeah, I get
in my
it.
opinion.
It makes me sad because he's fantastic. It's more to do with you're playing for your local club, lad. These players have grew up wanting to play for their teams. This is my big dream, lad. And they're happy to sort of go, do you know what? Doesn't work.
A lot of Man United
That's
fans
sad.
seem to feel like Rashford's kind of not given up, but he's not giving 110% with his pressing and whatnot. So maybe it's just too much for him because Man United's a big club. It's a lot of pressure. So when the lights are on you constantly, maybe someone
he's
just needs to
going to
drop off.
Vicarage Road. It's Watford.
Oh my God.
The one with the little
Watford have Everton are like, yes,
Massive
lad.
goal that for Everton, and Kuka has scored at Vicarage Road. They've lost their last 9 in a row here, but is it going to change today?
Why? Why have they scored? What is that purpose?
Why are you doing this?
Why are they creating this false
is it-
hope?
Oh no, it has been allowed.
Because they had a press conference this week talking about Fulham's great escape. Remember when they beat Manchester City 3-2? They were 2 goals down, second half. They didn't even have a team talk. They said they just went out. I
Danny
find that hard
Murphy.
to believe.
This is no
Scored in that
escaping
one
this.
there as
Watford are not
They
escaping,
left it
lad.
too late,
I'm looking at the league table right now, this... You're finished.
Yeah, you left
done.
it way too.
9
That's what I'm saying.
points off,
Why?
yeah.
Why
So
now?
Norwich and Watford are finite.
Why now? That's the question.
I can't... You know what?
Goal
Still-
for Southampton! That's
There it
St
is.
Mary's.
Is it Ward-Prowse?
Tarkowski own goal that was actually at Vicarage Road, but
I
Oriol
see.
Romeo,
Okay.
former Chelsea midfielder, former Barcelona midfielder, scores for Southampton at St Mary's. Big goal that.
There we go.
Goals
Well,
are flying in.
two teams that are really just happy to just enjoy their day out. I guess there's not really anything riding on that match, is there? So
You can imagine
I guess
all the
that's
South
why he
Londoners
hasn't
going
played.
down to the south coast today, having a good day.
I guess that's why in the Palace game he hasn't really played Zaha and all these strong players because he's just like,
let them chill.
let's just get something out on the pitch now so you can look at a few other players.
Matty, what did you make of the news when Rangnick has now been confirmed as the Austria international
Madness, innit?
manager?
Well-
I mean, you don't do you sign a deal to say, right, 6 months I'll be the manager, and then I go upstairs. Oh, hang on, is that Austria? How much?
12 mil.
Yeah, go on. I can do all of this. It's fine. I'll just tell them. Yeah.
I've
Sweet.
got 2 phones, lad. It's on.
What's this like? Is Rangnick doing up freelance now? Is he just
lads,
taking
yeah.
anything he can get? He's like, I'll have that brand deal. I'll do that over there. It's like mad. It's like, but at the same time, like with international football, you do have a lot of spare time where you can do stuff. But the job at hand at Manchester United requires constant
the
attention.
upstairs
Like.
job
But
is
he's a
full-time.
he's a
meant to
consultant.
be he's meant to be the overseer of how this club's going to get back to the glory days. So
Yeah.
he's got one eye in Australia. He's got one to be doing up skiing one week and then come back to watch the Man United game the next. It's like surely your full attention's got to be on that.
I thought his role was going to be sporting director or director
Yeah.
of football, but every
He's
time they
consultant.
speak about him, they call him a consultant. So I don't think he's
That is
going to be as
freelance.
hands-on.
He is.
He's not going to be as
just for the
hands-on
crack,
as
innit?
we thought he would be.
He's
So
got 2 part-time jobs,
Yeah.
basically.
But
Pretty much, yeah.
25 hours a week in Tesco, 25 hours a week
Yeah.
in Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Maybe his time at Manchester United actually changed their mind about stuff because they were like, actually, this is still not working.
He's
so
not the guy.
Yeah, so maybe it was
Can
just
they
like
change their mind, though?
Bring in Van der Sar.
Sounds like the advert.
Because if they go back on their decision, they're going to have to pay him out of his freelance little contract. They'll have to pay
I mean,
his
we're all
own tax.
freelancers. Will we all get paid out?
Do you know what I've just seen there as well in the PSG, yeah?
3-3.
PSG 3-3 with Strasbourg.
Strasbourg.
Man United could do a Van der Sar come in. Maybe Rangnick, you could just
This
easily.
consultancy is
Yeah,
thrown
it's
around a bit
madness.
too easy.
Yeah, it's weird,
Strange.
isn't it? I've never seen it really. The consultants coming into football clubs
Yeah.
and going, this is shit. Let's
Yeah.
do this instead for 6 months and then I'm chipping
It's
to
not
another
an
club.
agency.
Yeah, it's mad.
No,
I don't understand the logic behind it.
Advisor, of course.
Yeah. Like everyone can see it's not very good, so can I get paid to sell them that?
Strange. Let us know in the comments what you think of that. He's actually gone, whilst he's still on the job at United, to become the Austria team manager. And I'm not being funny. If you're the Austrian national team,
I've
what
just
of
been
him
appointed.
that you've seen makes you think, I want him to be our
I'll have a
manager
bit
next?
of Ralphie.
Do you know what I mean?
Because when
Oh, I love
Man-
his lack of press.
When Man United got him, like he hadn't really been a head coach for a while, had he?
Yeah.
He'd been in that upstairs role. So what are they saying to bring him in? I have no idea. Because
He's not really a manager,
right
though.
side as well. Got some good-
Is he
good
a
players.
manager?
Not really. I mean, he's literally just always been a
He's just
director of football,
Having
sporting
said
director.
that-
I think he was a
having
manager a
said
long
that,
time ago.
All the German managers do respect him,
Aye.
and that comes from somewhere. So he must have something about him to be able to be respected by the top class, like Klopp, Tuchel, all them.
Wow.
What?
Okay, so
Is this really confirmed this time? Because
yeah, I
last
don't want
time,
to say it until it's
no.
confirmed.
last time they did one journalist did a madness and suspended himself off Twitter.
Yeah. Basically, we're getting reports, and we can't confirm if they're true or not yet because of what's really happened in the last couple of days. But Mino Raiola, the agent, has apparently died for sure this time, apparently, allegedly. So if that is true, then obviously rest in peace. It's a horrible thing to hear.
Oh,
Okay.
oh dear!
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
I mean, he was only tweeting yesterday.
Yeah, he was critically ill though, wasn't he? Critically ill in hospital the last few days.
Wow, that's really sad. So, yeah, they can confirm the passing of football agent Mino Raiola. Rest in peace to him.
Bloody hell. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Especially when it was falsely announced before,
Yeah.
and he came out himself. Kind of made a
said-
little bit of a joke about it. So listen, this is the third or fourth time you tried to kill me off here, and then obviously this statement comes out. But he was in critical condition, or he had severe health issues.
He had some very, very serious football players under his roster as well, lad. Like roster, he had a lot. Like
It's going to affect a lot of
Haaland,
people.
Yeah,
Donnarumma,
Haaland's just scored 2
Pogba.
goals today, and he's
Wow,
playing
exactly.
right now, and his agent's died. He probably doesn't even know that right now.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Smooth.
very true. Very
So
good
that's,
point.
You know, it's the
Guessing
emotional
they'll be
impact
told
it's
at
going to
halftime.
make on Pogba and Haaland. A lot of, Verratti, I think, is his agent as well. So, yeah,
I
really
don't
sad.
know if it's the wrong thing to talk about. What actually happens in this type of instance when
I have no idea.
I don't know
know.
either.
It's unprecedented for me to witness this. I'm not sure what would happen actually. To be honest.
But
I don't
RIP to him, like he obviously was, he left a massive impact on football. Everyone knew who he was as an agent, so
For good or
RIP.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever
listen,
it was.
clubs didn't like dealing with him, but he was brilliant for the players.
Yeah,
Brilliant for the players. He did his job.
successful. That's
Yeah,
what he was.
very
Was very
successful.
successful.
Yeah. There's a reason why,
RIP, isn't there?
RIP. All right, still 0-0 at Villa Park. Aston Villa haven't scored a goal yet at home to Norwich.
Come
How
on,
long
the
will
Villa.
it take for them to do that? Aston Villa need to win this game.
Yes, they
because,
do.
Pressure's getting on
it
Stevie,
is
but it
starting
shouldn't
to
be.
build up,
what's
mate.
happening?
Starting to
Where's
slip.
Coutinho gone as well?
What do you mean? Where's he gone?
Everybody was talking about Coutinho. It's like James Rodriguez effect. Everyone was like, Coutinho's back in the Prem. Oh my God, he's doing it.
He was
scored
doing
for
it big time for the first
He's
few weeks.
disappeared now.
Yeah,
I mean,
he has.
So is everyone else.
I guess the whole team's not.
The whole team,
performing.
yeah.
And there's much more to his game than just the goals and the assists. Like he does have a way about creating chances before they're a chance. That type of thing. The build-up play and stuff.
For Steven Gerrard, I think as much as people were racing to criticise him, because he obviously did get a lot of players in January, and he's got a very strong squad, to be fair. Give him his pre-season, do you know what I mean? Fresh start, fresh season, full season, and see what he does there. But he has got a bit of pressure on him because the players he's brought in, Lucas Digne, Coutinho.
Having said that, they wouldn't have come without him being there because he was the law. You want to play for Steven Gerrard, lad. You want to play for Patrick Vieira.
But let's be real, though. They're 16th in the league.
Yeah.
They know better than the sacked Dean Smith spent that money in January and they know better.
4 defeats in a row.
17 defeats.
That's true.
16th in the league for Leeds.
Wow.
That's really, really
17 defeats, man.
He needs to win.
15th, 16th.
Really
Only 11 wins, 5 draws, 38 points for Villa. They still haven't got that 40-point mark, which obviously Newcastle have definitely got. Apart from that blot on the record today for the Magpies. Yeah. Wow. Cassie Gascoigne says Coutinho disappeared like Lukaku, right, Matisse?
I don't associate myself with him anymore, so it doesn't matter to me.
Why? Obvious reasons.
I'm just waiting. Yeah, I'm just waiting for him to leave in the summer. It's just it is what it is. Lukaku.
Will this be a loan deal? Actually going to go?
No, it needs to be a permanent deal. I'm not going to lie.
Not making that 90 million back.
Even if it's in installments, I don't know, 20 million per season for the next, I don't know, 4 years.
Anything to get
to do that.
Oh,
100%. Remember, we got new owners coming in. They didn't pay for him, so they don't really know.
They're not loyal.
They don't really know his real value. So we can chalk it off at 50 million and move on.
Yeah, but even 50, bro.
What you want? Yeah,
I don't think people would want to pay 50 for a striker who scored about 3 goals this season.
This is what these
but we
rich
know he
clubs
can get goals,
lad.
and it's just.
But in what league? And who's got the money?
He can score goals in this league as well.
Newcastle.
He'll
Go
go
back to Inter Milan.
Monaco or something.
Newcastle.
He'll go back to Inter Milan. That's what'll happen.
No,
They buy
don't
him for
want him
50 mil.
Matty, would you take him?
That's not.
I would take him.
50 mil.
I would take
See,
him.
there you go.
He was on playing to his strengths, but I wouldn't. I would take him because we've got Chris Wood up top.
100%. There you go. There you go.
I'd rather get someone else in, obviously, but yeah, I'd take him. But I think we should be looking elsewhere because based on what he's done so far in the Premier League this season, it's not good enough.
No,
that question is the audacity.
I can't believe that he's going to sell him in the summer. No, I literally can't believe it.
Question up on the screen. Will Newcastle win the league before Chelsea, Manchester United and Arsenal?
I think we'll win it before Man United and Arsenal and Spurs. Yeah.
Spurs don't win anything anyway.
Depends who. Are Spurs reading that conversation? Are we going to put Palace in there as well?
They've just added Spurs on now.
Spurs? That's right.
Might as well put Portsmouth in if we're talking about Spurs.
United.
Chelsea obviously depends on the owner and what happens in the summer because Chelsea are trophy winners. You know what I mean? Chelsea do know how to win trophies, but with Thomas Tuchel there, and if he gets back, then they will be a power again. But Man United and Arsenal winning the Premier League anytime soon. Neither are Newcastle, but
it's the rate of growth, lads. So Manchester United don't recruit well, so they need to change all that. So they've got to rebuild, which is going to take about 3 or 4 years anyway. Your rate is going up exponentially, lad, because you've got an unlimited resource and a fund to get it going, lad. So yours goes. Arsenal goes steady like this. Yours goes woo because you've got all that dough. We've seen it with City, lad. It'll take you about 10 years to build a Premier League win, or 8 years, 7 years, something like that, to win a Premier League winning team. But you'll win stuff along the way.
Yeah, and
you've got too many good fans as well, lad. People have got to understand with Newcastle, this is a proper team. This is not
there's
like
loads of proper teams that can't dream of winning trophies.
There is, but now
so why should they?
But
why do they deserve it?
Because no, it's not that they deserve it. It's that they have it.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
The world is the world. They have the money, and they've also got the fans to back it up. So they're going to go very far with this.
It's a good mix having the money and the fans, isn't it?
It's going to be massive. They're going to be a big team again.
Mitchell in the comments: Newcastle will be sanctioned before they win anything.
I mean, that would be lovely.
Not going to happen.
Are you worried at all about what's happened to the investigations going on right now in football, but also Everton are getting massively investigated as well? Could the light turn to Newcastle?
No, it's just been passed. It's literally been passed months ago. So why would it get investigated?
Well, you know how things are. They like to settle a while, and then as soon as something bad
every
happens,
other rival fan,
people dig up the old archives and the records.
The Saudis are here to stay late.
The accountants go missing all of a sudden. The lawyers
are in dreamland. Nothing's going to happen.
Can you imagine though? And then Mike Ashley comes back and buys the club at a cheaper rate.
That would be the best bit of business I've ever seen in my life.
I knew that was going to happen.
Back for 5 mil. Joel Linton gets in touch with the super chat. Big up to you, mate. Must still be in the changes or just come out of the shower. Yeah. Should have had an early shower today, you son. Just flushed Jota's head down the toilet with cheat, he says.
The cheat? Why is he a cheat?
Cheat.
Well, if anyone's a cheat, it's Joe Linton today.
How was Jota a cheat, please?
Wow.
That's what Joe Linton's saying. I'm asking you, mate.
Joe Linton, you were very frustrated today, mate. I think you should go down, calm down, lad, and go home. That's what I think, mate.
Said like a man that's like in the pub had a frustrating evening.
Come on, go to bed, lad.
Yeah, off you go now.
Right.
Off you go. Back
Good
to
lads,
bed.
go on. Go on.
Still goalless.
He was furious today. He really was.
Scores are still going all around the stadium. Got Rochdale 2, Bristol Rovers 0. That's the best we can give you so far.
Half time in the Bundesliga
Joe Linton
games.
with another super chat, so he's not settling down and going home. He's
Sorry,
watching
Joe.
the
Keep it going.
Hey, Joe.
Keep it going. It's paying
Putting
our
his money where his
wages.
mouth is, at least.
We are coming to take over, not take part. We are the richest club in the world.
That's right, Jason.
Yeah, no,
Tell them.
I agree, lad. I think you're going to come over and take over a lot, but it's still going to take a few years to do it, because
That's
that's
gonna
just
take ages,
football. Yeah.
I
Because
can't wait
the-
until Newcastle fans are beefing other people, other fan bases. Right now, everybody's like, "Oh, Newcastle! What a wonderful fan base!"
No,
Watch.
we're going to hate them, yeah, in about 5 years. Fucking hate them, lad.
Stinking
I will play you
oil-rich
this.
bastard.
I wouldn't call them City
Club,
2,
proper
lad.
club, lad.
City number 2, lad. That's what they already are now, like.
Or Chelsea number
People
3.
always go
That's
nice
true,
in the
lads.
beginning. It's like City when they had Mark Hughes and they
Yeah,
signed
it's true.
Robinho. Oh, little, this is City, such a lovely club. Now everybody's
How
kind
many
of beefing
titles
with them.
down the line? 5 or something?
Even your rivalry with Man City, because Pep was sending some digs in the press conference because of obviously Salah picking up his.
I don't think.
He
was
was.
sending digs,
He
lads.
was.
He
He's
was,
like, you
lad.
got the
He's
best
got the
goalkeeper. You got the best
Being a
left
bit
back, best
feisty
right
now.
back, best centre
This is what
back,
we've been
best
waiting for.
midfielder.
He
Nah,
is.
he's being sarcastic though. You know
Nah,
he is.
he's not, because he lost to us the other day, lad, because of
Big
them
goal
players.
for Bournemouth. Away at Blackburn, it's Dominic Solanke scores it.
Dom Solanke, lad.
Unbelievable. 21 minutes in.
Him and
Quicker than them.
got a lot of
Good on
goals
him,
in the
I
Championship.
thought he was.
Oh, hang
Big
on.
goal for Borough as well.
Big update from FC Halifax and Yeovil. 20 minutes in the National League, 0-0. Cheers that.
Cheers that.
Cheers. Big up the Glovers.
Is he going to replicate his goals in the Premier League? Solanke is the interesting.
Absolutely not,
he's
lad.
already
No, absolutely not.
No.
He's already had plenty of chances. Like,
He's
You
been-
guys had him, sold him to
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
I don't think he's
Great
about.
business.
He just seemed
Jordan
very
Knight as well.
nervous with us, and the pressure was a lot for him, lad. He seems to have found himself in a club where the pressure is not so heavy. Good. He was a good player, lad. He won like Young Player of the Year, didn't he, at one point when he was 19 or something.
Good for England
Top
as well.
goal
Youth level he
scorer,
was.
yeah, top
Yeah.
goal scorer in
He's
one
at
of the World
Chelsea.
Cup, Youth World Cups and that.
I mean, he had Tammy Abraham playing out wide in the youth team on the right wing, but
Tammy Abraham looks like the better player,
the better
in my
player.
opinion.
Yeah,
Doing
He looks
100%.
boss, doesn't he,
Doing
lad?
brilliant
Brilliant
as well.
Jose
His
Mourinho.
playmaking's really going to a new level, isn't
There was a
it?
move that I seen the other day when he's playing Leicester.
Yeah.
Holds the ball up and he's jinking about, waiting for the run to come from behind him, lad, and he back heels
heel,
it into
yeah.
it, lad, and I was just like,
Damn.
that like what Jose's doing with him, lads. He's working some magic with him,
Yeah.
lad, and he's
how
definitely
many
a good
goals
player.
for him now this season?
Not sure.
Over
actually.
20.
Is he
I'd
on
say.
loan, lad, or did
In
you
all
sell him?
comps.
We sold him. So we sold him because he was third choice, brought in
Hey.
Lukaku, and
They're gonna sell Lukaku and buy Tammy Abraham. That's what's gonna happen. Hey, that's gonna happen.
And then
this
he'll
summer.
flop, and then he'll
They're
have to go
gonna-
back abroad.
Yeah, they're gonna sell Lukaku
Call
for
up
50
Romelu
mil
again for
and then buy Tammy Abraham
for like
for 100
80.
mil.
For
That's
like-
what's gonna happen.
The buyback is 80. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my, Jose will take you to the cleaners, lad. You're like, Chelsea want him, yeah. 120 mil, kid. Oh my god, that's
Big
gonna happen.
chance for Aston Villa, Matty.
Oh, it's mad.
Big chance for Aston Villa. indeed. I mean, I'm watching Watford Bailey on Aston Villa, but I'll tell you what happened at Villa Park. Leon Bailey hit the woodwork. So yeah, big chance apparently. Can't see with my eyes, but I'm reading it.
Apparently it's a beauty. A great save apparently as well from Tim Krul.
Sending
Getting
off
a
for the
fingernail.
championship as well. Swansea down to 10 men. Deliberate handball for Christie. Big that.
Yeah, 22 minutes in, deliberate handball. That's kind of what you hear like 85
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
plus,
that's heavy,
not
that,
22 minutes. Jesus.
Must have plucked
Tough
off the goal
start there
line,
from
then.
Swansea. Swansea red card. Tammy is a gooner, says Billy.
Does he actually spot Arsenal, does he?
It's funny because when I suggested that Tammy could maybe
He'd be a
be
great
signed
signing for
by
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
actually. Yeah,
they
he would be.
turned their nose up at him. Massive.
Nah, he'd be fantastic for them
He'd
right
be
now, lad.
perfect for
He'd
them,
be
actually,
so good.
He would.
They wouldn't put the money up though for him, would
You,
they?
you say you're bringing in maybe Gabriel Jesus and Tammy Abraham into Arsenal's forward line.
That improves them a
brilliant
lot.
depth, like brilliant rotational options you got there for.
Did you
for
say
the whole
Gabriel
forward line.
Jesus? Jesus?
Jesus, sorry.
From-
Big Steve called him Jesus on
Wait,
Big
so
Six.
Arsenal want to buy Jesus?
Yeah,
He's
meant to be
been
going,
linked.
eh?
Yeah, he's been linked.
It's definitely meant to be
he's
happening.
apparently available every single summer. Some of City's forwards have to be available because some of them haven't got the
Ferran
game time.
Torres,
Negredo,
Negredo.
Bernardo Silva.
Negredo.
Remember
Oh, remember
when they
him,
brought
lad?
him?
Big tall fella?
Nolito
Yeah,
for
Nolito.
a year. How was Nolito given number 9 that season? I'll never know.
Never
Joe
know.
Linton, another super chat. I'm going home to have an oil bath.
An oil bath?
Yes.
Oh.
You might have told him to.
Gonna dry yourself with
logistically
50
He
He's
gets a
got
bit
the
Johnson and Johnson's and just dashes it into the bath. There's just nothing else in the bath, just that.
Just Saudi oil, man. That's what he's having a bath in. Saudi oil.
I was going to say cooking oil,
that's what
lads.
he's
What
trying
type
to
of oil are
say.
you talking about here? Sunflower oil, lad? What?
Own goal for Joe Allen
Oh,
for
wee Joe
Stoke
Allen, lads.
against Middlesbrough. They're 2-0 down now. The Riverside, it's not looking good for the Welsh Ravi and Stoke in general.
Joe Allen
How long
played
has
for
he been
Liverpool.
there now, by the way?
Who?
Joe Allen at
A
Stoke.
long
It's a long
time.
time,
lad.
isn't it?
Forever, I think, aye.
He was there when they were in the Prem, lad.
Lewis Baker own
Oh,
goal.
Nottingham Forest have made count of 10 men
He's
against
just
Swansea.
been sent off though, hasn't he?
Aye. Oh, I saw that handball in, was it, Christy?
This brother
Hey,
is
that was
having
a
a
bit late.
shocker. He's having an absolute shocker. So
Christie
they,
get sent
they've told
off
us
and
the
now
red
it's-
card before the goal, even though
Yeah.
the goal has probably led to the red card.
Unless it was a long check. I have no
Yeah,
idea
that
what's
a red
happening
card?
there.
I'm
Do you
not too
reckon?
sure. What?
If it goes in still, and he handballs him, is it a red card?
Suarez.
I'll give him a yellow.
I mean, actually, Reece James. Oh no, it didn't go. Did it go in? Or did we have to
I
have a
don't know
pen?
if it was going in. I can't remember. Feel
No,
like
no,
it
but
might
it
be-
didn't go in afterwards. We had to take a pen.
Yeah, you had to take
so
a penalty,
different
yeah,
instance,
yeah.
but yeah. If it goes in and you handball it, do you get a red still? Because
I
it
would
went in
say
anyway.
yellow.
Yeah,
If you
so
stop
I
it
mean-
from going in,
Yeah,
2 red
yeah,
cards.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
run
red
them
card,
straight
like,
over.
two,
Bang,
but if
bang,
it
bang.
goes in anyway, it's like,
And be slapping it
it's
around
like-
your face. Get off now.
Yeah.
does that make sense?
I see your point.
I
see your point.
agree with you. It's like last night.
You're already
Couple
being
of-
punished by the goal going in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Aye.
for sure.
But that goal does see. Bournemouth winning, aren't they?
Yeah, 1-0.
Bournemouth
Dominic
winning, aye. So
Solanke.
that
Solanke,
Forest goal still obviously sees them in third then.
Wow, Nottingham Forest. And do you know what? As a person who went to uni in Nottingham, and I remember 10 years ago, around that time when I was at uni, they were hoping for a Premier League promotion, and every year it's been like, oh, we've not got the owners, they don't keep their managers, they sack about 4 a year. But now it looks like they actually, Nottingham Forest are back in the big time. It looks like it's going to happen.
I want them to come up.
Me too.
Still
Yeah.
got the
Do you know why I say
Still got playoffs, like,
There's
but-
2 reasons, right? They're a grand old club.
penalty to
Lots of-
Burnley.
Oh!
Penalty to Burnley. Big
I like the way
chance.
all of us did it at the same
You know,
time.
we were like them, you know them aliens in Toy Story. When yeah, man, love that. If someone, they're actually quite nice vocals from all of us there. We should start a little
Oh,
like
yeah.
barbershop
A band.
quartet.
I think we should.
Happy
Half time.
birthday,
I think
happy
half time.
birthday.
That's what we're working on. 100%.
Defo. Right, penalty to Burnley. Peter
gonna
Walton's
take it? There
going
was a
through
big-
that. Maybe
big
it was a
Weghorst.
contentious decision. But if Burnley score this, then it's bad news again for Everton.
I hope Burnley actually win this game.
I saw that.
I think they will. I think they will. You know what we didn't do, boys?
Predictions.
Yeah.
Well, it's still.
Oh, right, I've got me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lord, I've got my board sitting right here.
I've got my fixtures ready to go, lads.
Right, so
Well, let's first of all reveal the scores we had for the Newcastle Liverpool game, right?
Okay, I was close. I had 1-1.
Mine
That's
was
a pen.
2-1.
That is a pen. That is a
2
pen.
bloody 1.
I went with 3-1 Liverpool.
1-1.
So that was
So
right.
I was the closest.
You
But I
had
didn't get the
both.
result right.
No,
So
no points for you, buddy.
no points for anyone.
Right. So, I mean, what the games have already started though, boys.
yeah,
We've kind of.
100%. So we're gonna cheat.
Yeah,
So it's
we are
semi-cheating.
cheating a bit like.
I apologise to our regular viewers for not doing this earlier, and the new viewers, of course.
If we still get them wrong, it's gonna be hilarious now. Considering that we've got a little bit of help with 2 goals gone in. But anything can happen. So
And then we will, of course, reveal these at the end of the show to let you know how we got on.
all the games are in the balance. To be fair, if Burnley put this in.
Has that been scratched off apparently?
Don't take the piss. I just put 1-1.
It's 1-1 between Forest and Swansea.
Where Costa's got the ball
It's been a VAR. It's been
under his
cancelled.
arm.
It is a penalty.
VAR
No.
have cancelled the penalty and given a free kick because it's
Oh.
outside the box, guys.
Okay.
Damn, outside the box.
So it is a
Massive
foul.
goal for Swansea. Can you believe it? 10 men Swansea have scored at the City Ground. It's Nottingham Forest 1, Swansea 1. Just talking about Forest's chance for
Pen's
promotion.
awful.
Yeah, so
That
man,
is
lads, to be honest
a
with you.
howler,
Let's
especially
just
for 10
scratch it
men.
in instead.
Crazy.
Heavy. Burnley are gutted there.
No penalty, free kick right on the edge. You can have this one off.
I mean, that's what bar's for, isn't it? That's exactly what it's for, lad.
Yeah, so.
She has walked
All
in.
right, let's hide them.
That's a shame, man. I want Burnley to win this. I want
Do you want
Ben,
Everton to go
I
down,
want
do you?
Ben
Yeah.
Mee to save them from relegation. That
Fair
is a
play.
story. And yeah, Everton can go down because they got a lot of big names, and I would love to see that. It'd just be interesting. Like, what do that club do if they go down? It's kind of funny.
Cry.
Yeah.
Become even more
Are they
bitter.
I
currently
think it would
building a new
become a
stadium?
bit violent though, you know, if they went down, you know, like in the city and that. It wouldn't be nice.
Why?
No.
Why would it get violent?
Because-
Smashed up
No,
shops and
seriously,
everything.
yeah.
Well,
There would be.
Why would it get violent? If anything, you get safer, no? You're in the different divisions.
The derby last week, the scenes I saw of the fans before the
Oh,
game.
you think Everton fans will just lose
I
the
think
shit?
if they went down, and
I don't
again,
know,
like,
I don't-
not
you
all
can't say
Everton
about-
fans exactly
You
like.
can't say about everybody.
No,
like,
you can't. But there,
but
that stuff
happened.
would
That
get
incident
smashed up.
happened,
Trust
like,
me.
that was
bro.
something that happened. But you can't definitely say about Everton fans. Like,
If Liverpool win the league and Everton go down the same season, holy
And, like,
shit!
also, I
I'd
don't know
actually
how I'd
fear
react.
for like they'd react really negatively to that.
I don't
in
think
the
you'd
city.
react positively to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Liverpool got relegated, I don't know how I'd react, lads. Do you know what I'm saying?
Joe Linton, another super chat, and he says the most expensive oil in his oil bath.
He's put in his money where his mouth is today.
AGT, can you give Renty the
Granola.
dog food, please? Bloody hell, he's a Newcastle fan, and he wants his own
know, cheers,
Newcastle fan to be eating Chappie's dog food.
Shocking, lad. Free kick, mate.
Other dog brands' food are available.
Well, that's an
of course.
awful free kick.
Awful, that.
Don't forget. Big game for you tomorrow. It's the Frank Lampard derby. Everton at home to Chelsea. And Everton have got a really good record against Chelsea at Goodison Park in recent years.
Yep.
Would Lampard be a good manager in the Championship if they did go down? Let's remember the job he did at Derby, couldn't get them up. But do you think he's the right man in the Championship if they do go down, obviously?
I mean, yeah, you may as well. I mean, you've just hired him. You know, I don't think he was the guy to hire to save you. Or maybe Everton didn't realise they were in a relegation battle when they hired him because he hasn't got any experience down there. He's never been down there as a player, never been down there as a manager because Derby he was chasing promotion. So I don't understand why they appointed him in the first place. So if you're going to appoint him, you may as well stick with him in the Championship. Change up that squad. It's going to be a completely different team anyway and try and come back up. But in terms of the game, I've seen Chelsea fans, a few, like very
Penalty
few.
to Brighton.
Oh,
Penalty to Brighton at Wolves.
For Brighton, away at Wolves. Matt Cooper might be right. He did predict Brighton to win 1-0 away.
Wow.
And they have a golden chance here to make that happen or at least get the first goal. Sorry.
There was one Chelsea fan on Twitter that was just like, what is this comment? Speaking about if Chelsea were to beat United, which I think it was the easier away game, funnily enough, than Everton,
definitely was.
then we should just, you know, if Lampard wins against us, it's all good because we want him to stay up. I'm like, I couldn't give a crap. I want to win this game. Our record at Everton is shambolic. We now have drawn to Man United anyway, so respectfully, Lampard, I couldn't care less about whatever's going on down there at Everton. Chelsea need to win this game. And we're in really, really poor form. Obviously, lost to Arsenal, beat
Poor
West Ham
form.
just about, and then drew with Man United. A really, really bad Man United as well. Like,
Missed the penalty,
horrendous.
Oh, my days.
Missed
Damn.
the pen, Brighton.
No one wants to
missing
score a pen
yo.
today.
There's nothing worse
It's
than
one
it,
of them
lad.
ones where we're at that level.
Yeah,
You've got to be
you go
burying
home when
the
you think
penalty.
about it, lad. You sit there, yeah, and you go, I don't deserve to eat my tea tonight because that I missed a pen.
I'll have a bowl of chappies instead.
Yeah.
Get the dog food out.
Where's the whiskers, lad?
But it will be a very difficult game at Goodison because they're fighting for their lives. So
I think Everton are going to win.
I'm not
tomorrow.
very confident.
I think Everton are going to win tomorrow.
What's that
Yeah.
based on, though? Is that their recent kind of results against Chelsea?
I just think that Everton at home are still doing all right. Chelsea's record there is appalling. Chelsea got nothing to play for now. They just played the other night at Old Trafford. Everton will be gearing right up for it.
Yeah.
I think they'll snatch a win.
I think it'll be a draw because I do think the quality of Chelsea is too good for Everton. But they'll want to fight and they will, especially if Burnley lose today. They'll have that motivation. So I think it'll be a draw and I think they'll get points. They'll get some points.
Joe Linton, another super chat. Make sure you got the bill payer's permission for this, by the way, because you send in a lot. Renty, have a sausage roll, no dog food. It's not up to him to decide, to be honest.
I wish it was. I'd happily have a sausage roll. Actually, no, I hate sausage rolls. Please don't give us a sausage
Do you actually
roll.
hate sausage
Do you know
rolls?
Matty doesn't like anything, guys? Matty doesn't like to eat anything, does he? The only thing he likes
Pickiest
is
eater I've ever
pancakes.
seen in
I
my
am
life.
quite picky. Like,
Are you a picky eater?
No,
Really?
you wouldn't think
Massively.
I look
So imagine, right, before the show, we went for a fry-up today. We all text each other like, yeah, we're going to meet there. So me and Doyle go, right, full English, sweet. And Matty was about 10 minutes late, so I said, I'll order him that as well.
Yeah.
He goes,
Standard.
I don't like sausages, don't like egg, don't like beans. I was like, what?
Don't like sausage, eggs and beans. Like the staple of the English society.
So what do
you
you
don't
like?
like it?
What do you eat?
What, for breakfast?
Pancakes?
Yeah.
Pancakes, bro.
Yes.
Every time.
Nah, cereal, man.
Toast. And he doesn't eat chicken on the bone.
Nah, I don't eat chicken on the bone. I don't fuck with chicken on the bone.
We were in the Caribbean around the corner getting jerk chicken. He's like, is that on the bone? No, I can't have it.
All I eat is chicken as well, but it's always just chicken breast. But it's just never chicken on the bone. Like,
Wow. I didn't think you would be a picky eater. I thought you'd be like,
Trust me.
call us fat, like.
no, God no. After they cost your hair in the comments, I wouldn't then go and double
likes
down and call you
chicken
fat.
gyros,
That's just
though.
not very nice.
I don't do the chicken gyro actually. Stuff.
Lie Renty, I saw you eating pizza from Munchies.
I do love
Another super chat from Joel into
I
that
love
one.
pizza.
This
to be
brother's
fair.
rich.
Yeah.
He needs to sponsor
Well,
the channel.
He plays for Newcastle.
Fair
so-
enough, yeah.
No, yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Good week. I love pizza, like.
Them Saudi super chats.
Saudi chats.
Look at Roy Hodgson. Oh,
Roy's on, Roy.
Look at him, man.
That is quality. Look at him.
belter.
See, now I kind of want him to win.
No, it's quite sad actually because then he did
Bit
look
late
like a
for
proper
that.
grandfella, didn't he?
Look at that, man.
My
Look at
granddad
that.
in the park watching me play footy on the bench, lad, did on it.
That's exactly what that
And I
looks like.
felt awful, lad, because
And
he's
he
an
just
English
pooed
legend.
himself.
He's an English, he's an English legend, lad. Absolute legend of our game.
proper balling out on the sidelines.
Don
He's
in
just
the-
chilling like.
Don in the Roy bands there. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't look like he's in a relegation scrap with them sunglasses
that.
on.
He's
and that
just
suit.
enjoying being
Looks like
in
he's
the
on the
game,
beach.
lad.
Yeah, he looks like he's just chilling.
Hey! You didn't get it. That one went over your head.
Yeah,
Did
it
you?
really
the Roy
did.
bands, you know.
Did you not get
The
that?
Roy bands. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
No,
Roy bands, Ray bands.
yeah, I know, but I didn't hear the Roy bands. That's why I went over my head.
Didn't you hear the beach one?
Nah. Well, I
What
did.
do you
I
wear
just,
when you're on the beach? Yeah.
Good.
That went over your head like a sleeveless jumper. That probably did as well.
Oh, I just took a post Watford.
Jay Bully says, the Chelsea guy is a really nice young man.
Thank you. That's really nice of you because I don't usually get nice super chats.
None of them do, mate. Don't worry about it.
I mean, you should have heard some of the ones
Alex
we
was
were
getting
getting
battered
earlier.
on the watch along.
What was the
Yeah, we all were.
Nah, I
Me the
thought
most,
David
though.
Beckham, man, what he was
Neville
talking about.
Longbottom. You literally Neville Longbottom, and I can see it as well. Ian Rush's
What,
son.
lad? What was that?
Martin says eating chicken off the bone is pure savage and Neanderthal.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not.
Yes,
It's
it is.
delicious.
Exactly,
All
it
the
is.
flavour, right?
It's
Succulent.
The flavour,
It's delicious.
it's
Yeah,
flavour.
comes from the bone.
Exactly.
No, yesterday, right, I had a steak, yeah. I had a steak. And you know
Oh,
what
and
I
it
ate
just
it with?
falls off the bone.
Bone marrow.
When
And
did
then
you have that?
evening with my big sister, lad. We had a little
Oh,
brother
is
and
that where you
sister
went
a
to?
day
Yeah.
out, lads, yeah.
Because you had Taco Bell before that as well.
I did as well, yeah. I did.
Excellent shout out. I love Taco Bell, like,
I
big
had
fan.
bone marrow,
Chicken on
yeah.
the bone, lad.
And then put it on my steak. Powerful. That's
Yeah.
where all the flavour comes from.
I love it when the meat just falls off the bone. That is the
When
best.
you just get the bone like that.
Oh.
Like you go to pick up the meat and you go, oh, it's just a
Nasty.
bone.
Oh, it's
Nasty.
quality.
What do you mean nasty, bro?
What do you
Big
mean?
nasty.
Nah,
Big
it's all
nasty.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is, mate. Jurassic
It's
Park,
bloody
take that, man. Gnawing on
Imagine
bones
him
and that.
going on a date with him at a restaurant. No, mate, I can't eat that.
Well, I don't
Can't
think
eat
any
that.
bit would be happy
Can't eat
going
that.
for chicken on the bone.
Have you
Yeah,
got-
like me,
Why
then.
pancakes?
Chicken on the bone. Fucking hell.
Got any chicken?
When you taking your
just-
bed on a date like Dixie Chicken?
Yeah. I'll have 4 barbecue
Well,
ones, 2 wings,
You know,
please,
my
mate.
girlfriend's Jamaican. We enjoy jerk chicken on the bone,
Well, I enjoy jerk chicken without the bone.
mutton, all that stuff. That's
Reckon
on
Roy
the bone.
Hodgson enjoys
Head of
jerk
bones.
chicken on the bone.
Like Roy Hodgson, get the wings out, lad.
What does Roy? I reckon he's quite cultured in his food
Absolute
and drink.
lad.
Though.
That
I mean, let's
man-
not forget this
Pie
guy.
and mash.
Nah,
That man
he's
has made
cultured,
it to, how old you know, 70 something?
78 or
And he's
something.
in the Premier League as a manager, lad. That
Bro,
is
he was
something
manager of
that's
Inter Milan in the 90s.
unbelievable, lad.
Like,
Yeah.
he was dripping in the 90s,
That's
like, with them
unbelievable,
Italian
lad.
suits, like
He's
the
a
oversized ones.
OG,
Come on.
lad. Absolutely unbelievable achievement.
Former Liverpool manager.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
That's
talk
the
about
one
that,
block
no,
that I don't.
Yeah, we
want
blocked
to
Fulham. He
remember.
did very well at Fulham.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Shite England as well.
Didn't he get to a
he
Europa
was,
League
to be
final?
fair.
Why
Yes,
were we
he
going to Roy
did.
Hodgson?
Yeah,
He's an awful
yeah.
manager.
Falcao,
Just
Atletico
that
Madrid.
meme of him when he goes.
Sick.
No one has a worse
When
record.
it's like when
than-
your
Sad
mum
one.
says
He
you're
goes-
going Mackey's, you say, "Oh, can we go Mackey's on the way home?" She goes, "We've got nuggets in the fridge," and you go, "Oh."
It's the sadness in his face, lad.
There should not be nuggets in the fridge in the first place. So that's how you avoid that situation.
Yeah.
Joel Linton again with the super chat. That
Rolling
guy
out.
on the right looks like Piers Morgan. Who?
Oh, he's not talking about me.
He's
He's talking about one of you three.
On the
It ain't
right?
me.
Are you mad? Piers
AGT
Morgan.
uncensored.
Nah, it's gotta be you,
How?
bro.
I
It's
don't
gotta
think
be you.
Piers Morgan sleeps
Nah,
that way.
I reckon that's.
He's talking about
Doyle
you, lad.
Morgan, man.
Are you
Doyle
fucking
Morgan,
messing?
G.
Let me get
I think you might be talking about Matty.
Don't get. I've been called Claire Balding and Piers Morgan. Might as well pack it in. Honestly, I might as well put a bag on my head.
The Claire Baldwin one was the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
He's back now.
Boogeyman.
He started a new show.
Boogeyman says Matisse is my favourite Chelsea fan.
Big up.
Psych, I lied.
The delivery was
The timing was unreal.
That was you got done like Ty there. Like,
Holy shit, that was actually quite funny. It was all in your delivery, though. I'm not gonna lie. Your delivery was ridiculous there.
You're big up.
I'll let you say big up as well.
Aston Villa 1-0. 1-0 Aston Villa.
Ollie Watkins, he wasn't even playing. He wasn't even on the bench.
Lovely.
Whoever's been doing these line-up graphics at DR Sports needs sacking. Ollie Watkins wasn't even on the bench or the starting 11, but he's just scored the opener for Aston Villa.
Is James doing these on a beach at night?
Jason's got dodgy Wi-Fi on the beach somewhere, and he's thinking, Ollie Watkins.
Have you seen the first part of that series there? Ty struggling to get on the plane, like with the
I'm going to go home later and watch that. I cannot
It's
wait
so
to watch
funny.
that.
Tell me watch later. Like
It's
I've
so
seen a
funny.
picture of Ty trying to sleep on a hotel bed.
Yeah.
Like on a
And
pillow
Robbie's
like
doing
that.
a
With the
video.
whole bed there, he
Yeah.
can just sleep on. It's mad, bro. I've got
another penalty to Brighton.
Goal!
Jesus, it's all kicking off today.
What's going on now?
Second penalty
Penalty
for
again.
Brighton.
But they're going to score this time.
Just win up.
Sleep in the hotel room.
Why is he doing that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I
How are
watched
you
it. I watched
sleeping
it.
like that,
Got the
bro?
old jet lag,
Kelechi's hilarious in
Man,
it as well.
I've never seen someone sleep like that in my life.
Let me see.
I seen
On
Robbie.
a bed, you know.
I seen Robbie and Kletch.
I don't
on the
think he's
plane,
meant to be
like.
asleep.
See Robbie and Kletch on the plane.
Yeah.
No,
sleeping.
Yeah, they're sleeping as well.
Catching
Yeah, they
flies.
caught them off guard.
How many flies were they catching in
Oh,
that mouth?
mouths were wide open. I'm telling you, it's hilarious. It was so funny.
Imagine sitting next to them for that flight. Oh man,
mate, the plane would be rattling.
It's not turbulence. It's these two for
What's going on? Oh, madness. Matisse looks like TJ Henderson from Smart Guy.
I don't even know who that is.
Neither do I.
Not a
Get it up.
single clue.
We've had Claire Balding up
Matthew
and
that.
bloody Piers Morgan.
Brighton
so
have
let's get
scored
TJ
this penalty
Henderson.
though.
They
They missed the
outscored.
first one. Brighton
Is
have
it
scored.
Alexis McAllister. That's a
forget what
proper
the name
English
was. What
name.
was the
that.
name?
That's, I mean,
No, Scottish.
Yeah, Scottish name, yeah. 42 minutes, and again, Wolves are 1-0 down at home to Brighton, as Matt Cooper suggested on the preview show only yesterday. Unbelievable. Joel Linton spending his goal bonuses on Super Chat says, what the football?
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
What's he out of?
Oh, I know that kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from back in the day on Nickelodeon. And that. A question for Alex. If we lose to those Sky Blue haters by 1 point again, how high will your PTSD level rise to? Because we need to stop them before they sign the Norwegian robot and ruin football forever.
That was the best
It's
comment
true.
that's ever been
It's actually
received.
true. As hard as Liverpool work, and as much as praises we give you guys for challenging City, if they sign Erling Haaland, it could
Game
really
over,
be a
lads.
wrap.
Yeah.
Because they're already doing what they're doing, and then
Having said that though, why is it already a wrap? Because we're winning a lot of games, and so are they. But having
it's
another
true.
player, they might
It's
score
true.
more goals.
I just think Erling Haaland takes them to another level.
They might, yeah, they will. They'll score a lot more goals, and I know that wins you games, but they are already winning basically every game. They only lose like one or two.
Hang on, can I just say something? Alexis McAllister is Argentinian.
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
What?
He's like no, is he? Yeah.
Someone's got
Argentinian.
very confused there.
Yeah.
That's it.
No,
Really
he's-
doesn't look Argentinian.
He's
He's definitely got
Sound it.
Scottish
It's like
somewhere.
that
down.
Diaz, that Ben Diaz for
Brereton Diaz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
Chilean.
Chilean.
for Blackburn.
Yeah.
There's definitely
Oh, side netting
there's
for
definitely Scottish roots there.
Burnley.
Vidra.
Has to be with a name like McAllister.
AGT looks like Estelle Getty. Who's that? That's a woman's name, probably, as well.
that's a
know.
woman's
So
name.
is Claire Baldwin.
Joel Linton, mate, put your phone down. Stop spending your money, bro.
How much did he spend on
This
Super
guy's
Chats?
balling
I am
out
never
today.
going to forget that Claire Baldwin
Balling
one
out.
ever in my life, lad.
All right, Doyle. You look like Neville Longbottom. So and I'll never forget that one as well.
Okay,
All right, Bex. No man ever called McAllister is from Argentina, says Coin Toss.
Well, this one is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's literally playing with Messi, training. I mean, I don't know how many caps. Can we get how many caps he's
has he,
actually had?
He might not
has
be
he
playing
trained
for
with
them.
I
the
don't think he's
squad?
played for them. Like
Has he met Messi? That's all we want to know. Has he met
they went to the
Messi?
same school with them. He didn't. He's not playing with them.
Sounds like he went to school in Glasgow.
Yeah, it does.
McAllister
struggle.
paternal heritage is British, says Franz. Matisse looks like
he has
Chris
played
Rock
2
and Will
games.
Smith put together.
2 games for Argentina.
Will Smith and Chris Rock put together. They're 2 names that shouldn't really be mixing together right
No,
now,
they
Abdul,
really
to be
shouldn't.
honest with you. His Scottish ancestors moved to Argentina a century ago. Come on, get the story up. Where's he from? He's from La Pampa in Argentina.
Pampa.
Great name for a place, that, isn't it?
And he's played 2 World Cup qualifiers for them.
In which year? Go down a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play.
4 caps in total. So he must have met
Since
Messi.
2019. Must have met Messi, eh?
Yeah. Click on where it says
Best
his
mates,
He
international
played for
like-
career.
Boca Juniors, lad.
Yeah, started off at Boca.
Oh, I like Boca Juniors.
Boca
so do
Juniors
I.
on loan.
He loved their kits, lad. The kits are
I had a kid back in
phenomenal.
the day with the
Maradona.
yellow shirt and the Pepsi.
Phenomenal,
Yes.
lad. Phenomenal.
Oh, God.
Was that Adidas or Nike? I think
it was Nike.
Do you
though.
know
Nike.
what is
They're
also
Adidas
sick?
now, though.
The
Yeah.
Boca
Aye,
Junior
they are.
training kits. Have you
Yeah.
seen them? And they've got like little things
Little
all
stars,
over
mate,
them.
aye,
All
aye.
over them,
What was
lad.
that team
So
you
brilliant.
played in the World Club Cup final? Their kit
Palmeiras.
was
Really
was
nice
sick.
kit, yeah.
Brazilians
Yeah.
have great kits.
Brazilian,
lad.
yeah.
They do.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Got
Definitely.
sauce, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played for Argentina and was in their World Cup qualifying squad in 2022. So
Fantastic.
fair
Man.
play.
Oh, wow.
Wow, amazing.
Very
Who knows?
deceiving,
Who
isn't
would've
it, with
knew?
that name
I
as
never
well?
ever
Never
thought
would have
that,
known.
like.
Can we think of more instances like that where a name has maybe not sounded like it should come from there?
I mean, there's definitely loads, guys.
Loads,
Yeah.
we're just not doing well, yeah.
Nah.
Help out in the
Thank mine.
comments.
Helps out in the comments. You know what we're talking about. The whole panel looks like Golden Girls, Joe Linton Super Chat. Another Joe Linton Super Chat just now with the money sign flying away. You must have some...
I need to link
some-
him to my channel.
Yeah.
He never said this way.
I was going to say, where is he in the Super Chats for the old Magpie channel? Mad to...
God, Lord.
We'll start doing live streams myself.
Chris Wood
Just
is
for
from
him,
New
just
Zealand.
one viewer, just Joe Linton. The Joe Linton show.
all I need.
Keep the lights on.
It would be worth doing. It would actually be worth doing at this point.
Big up to Harishi reminding us that Bayern Munich are still 2-1 down to Mainz, unfortunately. For them, of course.
That's where Jürgen Klopp started his career, isn't it, lad? Mines. So you
Sorry?
play for as well. Jürgen Klopp starts that Mines.
True.
Have you guys spoken about Klopp's new contract and everything like that?
Absolutely not. No, we haven't, but I absolutely love to talk about it, lad. No problem, because, wow. One of my mates said this to me the other day, yeah. Us signing Jürgen Klopp is the best signing since we signed Jürgen Klopp.
Yep.
It literally is, lad. Like that, it's insane.
So we
that
just
he's
wanted
extended his
to...
contract.
sorry to interrupt you,
It's all
Doc.
right, lad.
We've got a breaking news just come into us live from Nigeria.
poor fella,
We did
lad.
mention earlier that Robbie was sleeping on the plane. I believe we have a picture of that to show you guys now. Can we get that up on the screen? I think it's the Don Rob
I don't know if they're going to put it
himself.
up.
It's
they
there.
are.
They
Wow.
are.
They're taking
Oh, wow.
They're taking
Mouth
risks with
open,
the
you
job.
know. Mouth open, catching
You
flies.
bastard. That is
Wow.
terrible.
You guys
Get
are
that
taking-
off the screen now.
You
before I
guys are
get
taking
sacked.
risks,
They don't
man.
miss
This is not
nothing,
my
lad.
fault.
They never miss ever. They never ever
Mine's
miss.
3. Bayern Munich 1. I mean, they've already won the league, haven't they, Munich?
Yeah.
So it's not too
Munich
much
have not
on that
been
game.
great,
Oh,
though,
James.
consistency
They
wise.
That's why they
haven't.
got knocked out of Champions League, lad.
They
Yeah.
actually haven't. That's true.
Maybe you guys
They
would have
also-
battered them, to be
Didn't
fair.
they get beat 6-0 or something by Mönchengladbach this season?
Can't remember.
Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-0,
Yeah,
lads.
yeah. And they normally...
6-0.
They've won the league 10 years in a row.
I mean,
That's crap.
that
That
is
is
Farmers League,
shite,
lad, yeah.
isn't it?
Boring, man.
Big
I couldn't
chance there for
imagine-
Watford.
There's a
Like,
goal fest in
watching that
Naples,
league
like
like
Napoli 6,
Yeah.
Sassuolo 1. That one's nearly over.
Sassuolo. That's...
Big up Napoli,
what's his
love,
name?
love it.
What was that midfielder that everyone got gassed about for Italy in the summer and then no one's heard of him
Tonali?
since?
Barella?
No. Italian.
Oh, the one who...
Locatelli.
yeah.
That's the one.
Locatelli, that's
Like
the
what?
one.
He came from
It's 'cause of
Sassuolo
Arsenal,
and went
that's
to
why.
Juventus, but I haven't seen him do anything.
Locatelli.
since.
It's because of Arsenal. They wanted them. They
Yeah.
did loads.
Yeah, it's
So
the
weird.
Arsenal curse, isn't it?
Also,
Interested.
Michael Edwards, what's going on with him? Because we're in
Leaving.
search of a sporting director. I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
come in to
no.
negotiate with you guys.
No. He's not going
Absolutely
to.
not.
What's,
Link with us, but it's not
why?
happening, is it?
I'm doing a video on this later.
Why?
Why is he not available? Is he?
Because he's fantastic, lad, and we don't want you to have him.
Because-
What is he leaving? He's leaving you
Yeah,
guys.
he's leaving, yeah.
So why is he not available?
I think
for-
he's already tied up with someone else, mate, to be honest.
that's a fucking
But
shame.
absolutely, I don't think
You're a bit
when you've been at a club for so long, I don't think in his mind he'll go, do you know what, I'll go to our competitors. He's built relationships with the people that he's working with, lad. I don't think that he'll want to go to he wouldn't go to Man United, he wouldn't go to a Chelsea.
Where's
For
the
Chelsea,
rumour that
he'd
he
be-
is going, though? Where's he
Yeah.
meant to be going? No one knows.
It was
I would like
announced
to
a while
think
ago that he was leaving at the end of the season,
Yeah,
and
it
the
was.
guy that's replaced him has bought Kanate
And Diaz. Yeah.
So he's clearly
doing
following
a
his
good job
footsteps
then.
quite
Yeah.
well, isn't
So
he?
he's like,
So-
here's my phone book, just give Diaz a call.
I know. Where's
Jesus
your notes?
Christ.
Yeah, man. Unbelievable.
Maybe Edwards is still in a consultancy role at Liverpool.
Oh,
Yeah.
it taught that
If he went to Chelsea, he'd basically say, let's just sign all Liverpool players because it just saves us doing a job. I've already built them up for the last 6 years. But yeah, let us know. Michael Edwards, apparently going to the US, I think, says
Fantastic.
Motor
Fantastic. See,
Far, far away.
Yeah.
all the best, lad. All the best. We
Into
love you.
Miami.
He's done an incredible job for you
could well
guys.
be.
Yeah, but he has.
Could
Our
well
recruitment
be.
has been phenomenal, but the fact that he's just said then that we got Kanate and Diaz with this new recruitment.
Who
as
is
well.
the new guy?
I can't remember his name.
Neither do I. I can't remember.
He hasn't built up that level
Not
of
yet.
prestige yet.
He
I mean,
kind of
Mike
has,
Edwards
but I
is-
can't remember it fully. Like,
Mike
or
Edwards
at all.
is famous, but everyone knows who he is, like,
Yeah.
simply because of his signings, and everyone's like, who is this man? Who is signing these phenomenal players after years of us signing terrible
I could go
signings?
through them. I could go through them.
Alright.
with
No,
you.
I don't want you to.
We'll go through the review after if you want. But the best bit of business he's done, and this will, whatever he does in his career, it will stay the best piece of business. Selling Coutinho for 145. I mean,
And then buying Virgil van Dijk and Alisson with that, with
and
the
then
money.
history is
Made.
never, yeah.
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 What a piece of business that
Beautiful
was. by
bit
the
of
way.
business.
It's a bit
Did
of
he
a
sell
almost
Sterling or Sterling before him?
No, he would've sold Sterling.
Do you know who was actually really involved in signing Sterling? Rafa Benitez. Brought
Signed,
him
did
to
she?
Anfield in 2009
From QPR.
Yeah.
from QPR,
50
and then gave him
50
his
grand.
debut in. I think Kenny gave him his debut in 2012 against QPR, last game of the season or something. But yeah,
Yeah.
Rafa Benitez got him up and really
Yeah.
looked after him in the early years, and that
When he was 15,
rarely
yeah.
gets mentioned. To be
He sold
fair,
him 50, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like
50 mil.
Yeah. No,
50
he
mil.
sold
Really?
him 50 mil, yeah.
Sold him for
Sold
50.
him for
like.
10 times more than we bought him for.
They're going to use this. Pepsi have jumped on this as an advert now already, haven't they? So they've probably got the rights to the footage.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
lad. It was.
The balls on Benzema.
You know what I was thinking? His
Cojones.
thought process must have been, right, he's probably looked at all my penalties, he's probably seen me put left and right and do all this madness, and he notices a high, intense pressure moment. I'm just going to try this.
And the Podenco was so perfect because it was
Unexpected.
right
Was.
under the bar.
Yeah, high as well.
Yeah, proper.
So you can't even like stretch your leg out or your arm or nothing
Yeah.
like that. You've been embarrassed. You
Yeah.
sit down, lad.
Yeah, some
I'm really looking
unbelievable
forward to that second
business.
leg because I don't think it's over. I know a lot of Man City
No,
fans
it's
are very
far from over,
confident, but
From a Chelsea
Benzema's
fan,
ridiculous.
we've got a Chelsea super chat in from Valwop. Hi guys, what do you think of Mateo Kovacic? Is there rumours that he might be off at the end of the season?
no. Where did that come from? Where did that rumour come from?
Well, I said, is there?
No, there's no rumours at all.
Maybe
That's
he's
crazy.
just asking what we think
Well, that's
of him as a
absolute
player.
craziness. If he's the only midfielder we should be keeping, to be honest, like out of all of the senior
Even
midfielders that we
Conte?
have, I'd say Kante, if a good offer comes in, we should be taking it. He's fallen off a lot this
He's had a
season.
poor
He's
season, hasn't
injury
he?
prone as well. He's on massive wages, and he's nowhere near as influential as he once was in our team. Very inconsistent, and yeah, I think we could definitely. A lot of Chelsea fans are afraid of change in terms of what another player looks like in the midfield. That's not Kante, but
Oh, changes are coming anyway for you guys.
changes
no matter
are
what.
coming. We're not winning the league next year anyway. That's how I see it. So you may as well start planning your future midfield and your future team and try and build something with this new owner coming in. There's no point hanging on to these players that are past their peak, trying to battle with these two teams at the top. It's not going to happen.
Bring Gallagher in, start Conor Gallagher next year.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be out for the
Loftus-Cheek.
rest of the season.
Ooh, Kovacic is
Mateo
out.
Lord have
Kovacic.
mercy. I thought you saw my
Chelsea
transfer
doctors
news.
have informed Tuchel and he will miss the FA Cup final against Liverpool. He's out for the season.
Stink at that.
Goodbye. that's our dreams over.
That's how to break a bubble, isn't
Who's
it?
fitting in- who's fitting in?
Dortmund 3-2 up, Haaland hat-trick on the day
Hat-trick.
that his agent has sadly passed away, which we did mention earlier. I know a lot of people in the comments right now are mentioning the passing of Mino. You can see in the bottom left we've put a tribute up to him on the screen, and yeah, we've done a tribute to him already.
Yeah, Dortmund were
But
2-0
yeah.
down, weren't they? 3-2 up
FA
now?
Cup final, he's out for the whole season now.
Who'd you plug in
Big
there,
blow.
lad?
You're going to have to play Loftus-Cheek in that FA Cup
No,
final.
it will have to be
Danny
Jorginho.
Ings,
It will have to be
won't
Jorginho and Kante in midfield. It's the only balance we have. God, Lord, we're finished. Anyway,
That sounds like a good midfield to me, lads. Jorginho and Kante, no.
they're both not
bad, like.
they're not great this year. I'm not going to lie. They're very inconsistent. A lot of individual errors coming from them. Even the game against Man United, Kante had a good game, but then he gives the ball away and they end up scoring through Ronaldo. So the way your midfield is, if you press intensely, Lord have mercy on my soul. It'll be a long day. So my confidence has just dropped by like a good 30% now for that game.
Yeah.
Without him, he's been our best midfielder. It's not even been close.
I do feel like the Carabao Cup is going to be the more difficult final for us against you guys, and the FA Cup. It just seems like your morale has dropped so massively since that game. And I know you'll want revenge and stuff, but with even Kovacic going out, that'll drop your morale a little bit.
Yep.
And what Liverpool are developing at the moment is this mad hunger.
Yep.
We can see the finish line. It's over there, lad, and we can see it. And you can see the players really want to win games. Like that's why I think we didn't take our chances so well this game. Not because they wanted to be greedy, because they just want a goal. They want to finish this game. I want this game done, so I'm just going to snatch at something rather than then thinking about it like they usually do. So I do think this FA Cup final is going to be different to the Carabao Cup. I do.
I can't see Chelsea doing anything like cup final. Like, sorry, Matisse. I think Liverpool.
They've been brilliant against us.
I think Liverpool just because even you lost the final at Arsenal now a couple of years ago, didn't you? Wembley, not a great record.
Our
there,
record at Wembley is horrendous.
Exactly,
recently.
man. So
Lost to Leicester as well.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Last year. We've lost. This would be our third FA Cup final in a row in 3 years. 2 defeats coming into this one.
So it's like Newcastle in the late 90s, just couldn't win at Wembley in the finals, kept getting beat every year, two or three we lost in a row. But Liverpool, like you said, I think history's there to be made, and the players are starting to realise that they're chasing that mad quadruple.
I just want the season to end. I'm not
I
going to lie to you.
But with all the cups that we can possibly win, lad, because at the moment Liverpool are just, I've never seen anything like it. Genuinely haven't. I'm so grateful for our team and to support Liverpool at this moment. I really am.
Yeah.
You have to cherish these moments. It's madness. This is your
Because
time.
of Jurgen,
You
lad.
really do.
It's because of Jurgen, and him signing an extra 2 years is literally the best news that we could possibly got. 4 more years. 4 more
What's
years
your
of
reaction
Jurgen
to
Klopp,
that
lads.
as a opposition fan there, seeing Jurgen Klopp sign for 2 more years?
Brilliant.
It's pain, isn't it? It's just more pain.
More
It's
pain.
like if Pep signs again, then it's just more handshakes, more hugs, more. Your
Head to
team's
heads,
better. No,
lad.
my team's better. It's just I'm just tired of it. Like I'm tired of it. It's kind of like when Chelsea and Man United were at the top for a good 3-4 year period, and we were both like going against each other in the Champions League. Jose Mourinho got a couple of titles, and Ferguson responded. That was like our time. There's always these little battles between 2 top teams, you know, in different stints, and this is obviously your time now. So I feel like we've had enough of this now, no? Do you know what I mean? It's going on for a while.
Lad. I'm not done, me, lads.
It's going on for
Do
a
you
while.
know if obviously Haaland does sign for City in the summer, do you think Liverpool will try and react with that and sign someone, or?
I think we are already preempting that they're going to buy big players, and we've done it with Jota, and we've done it with Kanate and Diaz.
Linked to a Tchouameni.
We are recruiting very slowly,
strongly.
lads. Behind the scenes, does that make sense?
I don't think we need any.
I don't think so either.
Like if we
The only
bought
thing-
Darwin Nunez, where would he play?
And I don't think that, yeah, exactly. I don't think we necessarily need anyone.
He's
at
the best
top.
apart from Haaland.
Not
right
on top,
now.
you don't know.
Right now, lads, we are the best goal scoring squad in the Prem. We're best in the City at scoring goals. It's just edged.
I think it's a
but we are.
midfielder you probably should be looking at, isn't it?
And I agree with
Even
likes
still,
of Milner
like,
coming probably
that
going to
midfielder's not going to play.
I think
I
maybe
know.
a new midfielder for like the squad.
I would love, right?
We don't need any first team players.
No, you
I'd
really
love-
don't.
We
Jude
actually
Bellingham.
You'd
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah, I'd take it.
That's who I was about to say. lad.
See that?
I'd
You
take
would,
it.
you would.
In
I knew
my
it.
first
I
team.
adore Jude Bellingham to come to our team. Like, that would be the crown of Jude. Like,
Ridiculous.
they got Haaland, yeah, but then we get Jude
That's what I mean.
Bellingham,
You think there'll be a
That's
statement saying that to compete
that-
with Haaland?
Yeah, that would have to
Jude
be the
Bellingham's
next
for
one.
the future, lad. He really is, and if you look at him now playing football, lad, he is almost a complete footballer already, and
Yeah.
he's 18 or 19 or
18.
something mad.
It's nuts how
He's
good he is.
an incredible
Gerrard
football
like.
player. Yeah, he just has this like number 8 presence on the pitch. He's able to dribble, shoot, make passes, command the line. He knows what he's doing, lad, and I really want to see him at Liverpool. Also, isn't he
What a
fond of
mis-
Liverpool?
Huh?
Bellingham is fond of Liverpool, I think.
He is, yeah.
What
he
a
grew up
mistake.
watching Stevie G, he said.
Yeah.
Manchester United could have got him. They had
Everyone
a tour for
Silly
him,
lad.
and they couldn't get it done. Same with Haaland as well. Norwegian Ollie couldn't get it done. Man United could have had Haaland and Bellingham before they went to Dortmund, but they
They would have
struggled.
ruined them. I'm glad they never went, lad, because they would have just ruined them 2 players, lad. Absolutely destroyed them, because that's what Man United do, lad. At
Jamie
this moment.
Carragher has advised Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham to run a mile from Man United.
Yeah.
I
They're
agree.
the ones that want to
I
be
massively
spending big
agree.
in the summer, don't they?
That's not even sensationalist, though. That's like... If you like, didn't
Facts.
Bellingham get videoed? Someone tried to video him and he said, "Oh, you coming to United?" And he went, "No chance, mate." No chance. Or he said something like, "You must be joking," or something like that. 'Cause he's obviously from Birmingham. Joe Linton again. Silly super chat. You're wasting your money at this point, mate. Dixon, Nias, and Smelly Fanny, good players.
Right.
Okay.
Moment of
Okay.
silence for Joe Linton.
What?
That's a lie.
That's a way, no.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's paid for
That's
Richard.
a lie.
Dude,
That's
that's
a
who
lie.
it was,
That's
lads.
a lie. Don't even
try it, bro.
Don't even try it.
Come on, man. Right, Dortmund still 3 to up. We need this TV to be kept on. It's got 54 seconds, so if we can get that sorted out before it turns off on the old auto power, then that'll be much appreciated.
I'll do it.
The countdown is on.
I don't know if you know where the remote is, bro, do you? Okay, well, good luck with that. Not mid-table, but before Klopp, Liverpool only qualified like 3 times in 10 years for the UCL, and with Klopp they got to 3 finals in 5 attempts, says Martin. Says
say that again
Bjorn.
one more time for me.
Not mid-table, but before Klopp, Liverpool only qualified like 3 times in 10 years for the UCL, and with Klopp they got to 3 finals in 5 attempts. I'm not too sure the point that he's trying to make there, but I appreciate it.
That's what a good manager can do for you. That's what, when they come with a plan, an actual philosophy, instead of just recruiting big names, that's what an actual manager can do for you. A rebuild. It's the perfect rebuild. I know it sounds arrogant. I get it. I hear it. But I'm not lying either. So I don't know how to deliver this message. Yeah. It is. And I'm sorry that it is.
Facts.
Yeah, it just is. If so, like the teams like Newcastle, they want to look at a way to build a team, they should probably look at Liverpool and City and try and implement both styles, because they've got the money, but also Liverpool are good at using the money. So
the man that Stavely won the Newcastle owners went to the Etihad a few months ago and got shown around the campus and everything, and just basically writing down a blueprint of what to do. To be fair,
really, why did they let her around?
I know, it's mad, isn't it? It's
why
mad.
did you even let her around?
Because the owners of Man City and the owners of the Saudis,
all in bed with each other. Right?
they want to elevate the standard of players, and that does start at the training ground a lot of the time. If you put good facilities and you make these players feel like they are top players, but you have to earn it, it does elevate the standard of football sometimes. It really does. You feel comfortable.
It's going to be very painful next few years. I can see it already.
Absolutely. Let's get back into Chelsea. Rudiger looks like he's getting off to Real Madrid from Chelsea.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's done.
How do you react to that one?
Not good news at all. I did not expect to lose Christensen and Rudiger. I thought one of them would get signed up. Now, preferably Rudiger, because he's been performing better, and he's more important to the starting 11 in terms of the hierarchy, in terms of the fact that he's now one of the leaders. He's been in ridiculous form as well for Chelsea this last year, 18 months, and yeah, it's not great. You know, you look at the situation now. We already needed other positions to be resolved. We need to sort out the attack. The attack against Manchester United were absolutely dreadful. They're not putting the ball in the back of the net. Tuchel's coached them to a 2 or 3-0 win there. As you guys have battered them, as City would have battered them, as Arsenal even beat them quite comfortably. But yet Chelsea struggle because they don't have the guys to finish the chances. The midfield needs a revamp as well. There's no cover at fullback for James and Chilwell. When they're out, our fullbacks are nowhere near as good as those are. And now we have to bring in 2 centre-backs on top of that as well. So it's just not all going to get done, in my opinion, in terms of get it all done and then bring in good enough players in each position as well to actually make it a good window. So that's why I just don't think we're going to be able to do anything next year in the league. I think it's going to take a couple of years as minimum, good 3 years to get this done.
Are you worried around what could be around the corner for Chelsea then?
No, I do think we'll hold a certain standard and hold a certain position with this new owner that comes in, because now it's been narrowed down to, well, Bowie's been announced as the winner, but now Radcliffe has just come out of nowhere, and apparently if Bowie doesn't sign the paperwork within 5 to 7 business days or whatever it is, then Radcliffe comes back into the picture. Those two, I think they'll keep us at a certain level, which will be minimum in the top 4, maybe competing for the cups. But in terms of winning the league, that all comes down to recruitment now. You speak about the Liverpool, model and the way they've gone about their recruitment. Yeah. Chelsea have to go in that manner.
Spend wisely. We Chelsea. People say Chelsea are going to lose all their money. We haven't actually been splashing the cash crazily in the last few years. We've been selling to buy. Lukaku comes in, but we sell 100 million worth of talent. It kind of all balances up. We have the transfer ban. We bring in loads of players after. It balances up again. We haven't really gone crazy from a net spend point of view, like Man United and Man City, since maybe the first 10 years of Roman. But you can see the drop-off in Chelsea's performance over the last 5 years, finishing 5th under Conte, 3rd under Sarri, 4th under Lampard, 4th under Tuchel last year, and now this year 3rd. Haven't competed for the league since 2017. So with not splashing has come at
a deficit in the positions we're finishing in because the recruitment's been horrendous. So
I still say you are splashing a little bit, like.
I mean, 100 million on
Yeah.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
And then also
but we
That's a
know
big splash, bro.
but if you make 100 million in sales, then you're entitled to spend that money.
Yeah, I'm not
So
saying.
I don't really call that splashing. I would call splashing when you just spend and you don't
is that
bring
your
any money in.
record signing?
How much did you bring in?
100 million.
Through.
Selling Gerhi, selling Tomori, selling Levermento, selling Tammy, selling Giroud, selling all these players. So balances out. Not that it was a good window in the end. In hindsight now, it's actually probably made the team worse. Crazy.
Interesting there. I mean, Chelsea obviously got a massive game tomorrow. Isaiah gets in touch. He's a Chelsea fan. Thank you for the super chat. What do you think of Chelsea players being excluded from FIFA Team of the Year? Completely unfair, right? He says.
Burnley have just missed a City.
Huge chance for Burnley.
Yeah, missed
Is
a
it Aaron
City.
Lennon?
Massive chance there.
Good save from Foster, but he's got to score there, hasn't he? Right at the start of the second half as well.
He
46
should have
minutes in.
buried that, I should have played him in. He should have done so. That was terrible.
It's a weak shot in the end, isn't
Very
it?
weak guy. Tries for the far corner, nowhere near. Good hand
Still a
by
good save from
Foster,
Ben
but
Foster, though, isn't it?
Go for his
Just
YouTube channel.
didn't
That
get
one.
the power on it.
What did you
Good
think
for
of
the
that,
vlog, lad.
that super chat there?
Is this FIFA the game?
I think it's the Team of the Year, FIFA Team of the Year.
I don't care, to be honest. I'm not going to
Oh,
lie.
that was me, that.
I don't
Sorry,
mind.
yeah,
It is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry,
If they want to do that, go right ahead. It's not going to.
Oh my
it's
God,
not going
you
to
just
change
missed
our
another
season.
chance.
So I'm not bothered. Not bothered.
Fair play. Real Madrid, by the way, obviously a massive game for them next week against Manchester City. They are on the brink today of winning the La Liga. They're 2-0 up at home to Espanyol. Rodrigo has scored both goals inside the first half for them, so it looks like the Los Blancos are going to win another
That gonna be
title.
today, is it? Yeah. Today.
That's today.
Lads, this
The
is
next hour or two.
massive this, before the City fixture.
That's
They
if
want to
you
hope
could-
that they don't celebrate too much
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah,
Like, they need to delay that.
that's a
Yeah.
very
But
important
if you
point.
could pick one game to be sandwiched in between the two legs, it's the game where you go on to win the league. And then go
It is and
into
it
that.
isn't. It's a double-edged sword,
Yeah,
like
it
what
is.
Matty
Yeah, you're
said.
right.
If you
Yeah, you're
celebrate too much, it's game over, lad. But if they use the momentum that they've built from this win and this feeling, then they can win this game for at the Bernabeu as well. Win the
And-
league at the Bernabeu and then beat City at the Bernabeu. That's a historic week for them.
And that's the league wrapped up now then, so it's all eyes on the Champions League. That's all they've got left to play for. They don't have to think, we've got a tough game at the weekend where we're league titles still up in
do
the
the
air.
double, Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
yeah.
Imagine.
It's going to be a great game. I can't wait for
Win
that
their
game. Yeah.
fucking 45th Champions League or whatever it is.
14th, I think it would be,
Said
wouldn't
with
it?
so much salt.
400
Just win everything, lad.
You've also got quite a few Champions
Yeah,
Leagues
we've got
yourself.
6 of the bad boys, I know. It's nice.
If we win another one this season, we go level with AC Milan as the second most successful team ever in the Champions League.
Yeah, they've got 7.
They got 7.
Yeah. Bayern Munich have got 6 now, like us. So have Barcelona.
Yeah. No, Barca have got 5.
Have they?
Barca have got 5, I think.
Not sure.
When was the last
What, that's,
time?
We're just focusing on hopefully getting the third
Yeah, that's
one
not-
day
well,
to
no,
equal
that's
Man
not gonna
United.
happen. Right, let's go back to Liverpool. Klopp signing the deal. Do you think this could be a massive motivation for Salah to sign now? Or do you
Absolutely.
think Klopp said to the guys, I'm not signing this until you get Salah sorted?
That's the one for me, I think.
I don't know if he's done that. I think his wife, we've seen a story. we've
Ula
seen what he
Klopp,
said.
what a beautiful lady.
Yeah, we love you. We love you.
Did
Okay.
you hear them
We need a
quotes
song
that he
about
said
Ula
about
now
her?
as well.
No, no.
Hey,
He's-
we've got one for Jürgen, but we need one for Ula now
for sure.
because she deserves
Basically,
one.
to give you some context, Klopp said he sat down with his wife, and obviously their deal at the minute, his deal lasts till 2024.
Yeah.
And apparently she said, I can't imagine us leaving here in 2024, like with all the people, what we're doing. And Klopp was like, the most important contract I've ever signed in my life is the one with my wife. And if she wants to stay, then we stay.
Wow.
And
So
with the
big up
husband
to
and all
her.
that.
And
And
she
he's like-
she goes to the away games now
Yeah.
in the crowd, like singing
No
the
way.
songs, bro. Yeah.
That's
Box,
absolutely
lad.
class, that.
This is why we're successful.
That's
It's
why
not
we
ju-
love. It's like, look
It's
at this,
beautiful,
bro.
honestly. Like, it's the best period in our lives
makes
to be
me
in Liverpool.
sick.
I'm so sorry. It's madness.
I've
but
had enough of this bullshit.
It's
You
wonderful,
love
lad.
it, though, man. You love it.
It's wonderful, it really is. Him signing this
there you go.
contract is massive, lad, for Mo Salah.
I can't see us leaving in 2024. And I mean, you said it right before this was announced on Wednesday, I think. You said, Matty, he'd be mad to leave right now for what you've built to get it to that stage, and then Pep gets off. You might as well, like, You've come this far. Do you know what I mean?
Finish the job.
Years
Finish the job.
That'll be
Kind of,
10 years then.
And that's a good cap to go.
11
Right?
years,
I've been at
actually.
the club for 10 years now. I'll chip. I've
11
done the
it'll
whole
be.
rebuild.
I was kind of speaking about like before his wife's even said that as well, in terms of like the love you'll have in Liverpool, the support,
Oh yeah.
the connection with the club, the fans, the city. You won't get that anywhere else really yet, and especially this late on with where he's at now. He may as well just see it out and become that legend.
It
He
is,
have
lads.
statues built after him,
It is.
stands named after him.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
keep
you
that.
know, but
It's
like-
all about legacy now for Klopp, and it's the right choice, Dan.
Did
The
you
way-
see he went in Jurgen's last week?
Yeah, man,
That was
belly,
brilliant.
lads.
I've seen that video.
He
That was
stopped the
good.
team bus outside Jurgen's, which is a pub that we filmed podcasts in. And whenever we'd been in Jurgen's before, we said, "Oh, has he ever been in?" They said, "Nah, the lookalike of Klopp's been in, but not the actual Klopp." And there's a picture of the team bus stopping outside there. He goes, "I've got to go in there. It's my name. It's my pub. I've got to go in." And just went in, had pictures of everyone, had a little cheeky half pint of Odegaard, and then he was off.
That's brilliant. Does that pub is it just separately owned? Is it not owned by the club or anything? No affiliation or anything.
no.
No.
So it's not like Shearer's at Newcastle attached.
Oh, is he
To the
actually
stadium.
own? Does he own?
No,
them?
no, but the club own it obviously.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So they're like an independent owner, the Jurgens. and they
okay.
did they
Yeah,
own
yeah.
it, name it after him.
Yeah, just
That's
named it
class,
after
aye.
him. But he hadn't actually been there until like last week, so that's the kind of manager that we know and love.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Big
man.
Jurgen Klopp signs on till 2026.
Best lads.
See, I like you.
You'll be doing that for
like
4 more years, bro. And guess what? If we win 2 leagues out of them 4 years, who's to say he can't stay another 2 years after
Brother,
that?
this is the right. Like my thinking right now is genuinely like we've got Bill
Good
Shankly,
times are coming.
Bill Paisley, and all this. Yeah, like they were historic managers for
Yeah.
Liverpool, and they will always be the best. Yeah, them two will always be the best in Liverpool. But what we are witnessing right now is the next one, lad. He might not have the effect that Bill Shankly and Bill Paisley did. I'm not disrespecting them, lad. But this is a historic manager for Liverpool. This is the man that revived all of that passion and fire that them two others instilled in our club, and it's boss to see, lad. Like, this is historic. I'll never forget this period of my life because of Jürgen Norbert Klopp, lad. He's a sick man.
What's his middle name?
Norbert.
Norbert.
Norbert, lad.
Like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a manager,
Norbert.
what a man, what a human being, lads. Brilliant.
There's a massive goal for Millwall. Actually, it's not that massive. It still doesn't take them into the Championship playoffs. It does give them a chance, though. It does give them a chance. If they win the next game, then they could still get into the playoffs, depending on the results. Millwall, but
Look at this,
They
I've
may
just-
left it too little.
Someone's playing games in the
Yeah,
back. I
yeah,
think.
I'm getting settled, lads. They do come to an end. I know this. I know. But while
Massive
it's here-
goal, 2 massive goals. 1 massive goal for Nottingham Forest. Sam Surridge, 48 minutes. They're 2-1 up, back in the driving seat. And Bochum have equalised at the Signal Arena in Dortmund. Lokadia, sorry, has scored. Jurgen, actually. His name is Jurgen
Oh,
Lokadia.
Jurgens.
Beautiful.
What a wonderful
He
name
scored
he's
an
got there.
equaliser. I mean, again, Dortmund have lost the league. They won't be winning that. There's nothing to play for in that game. But you always do get really high-scoring games with Dortmund, don't you? Scoring, conceding, they love it.
They do.
It's exciting football, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm just
good to watch.
I'm interested to see how they replace Erling Haaland in the summer because he's been huge for them. When he was out injured earlier in the season, they got slapped up quite a few
Lukaku
times. And that's
go
kind
there?
of.
Oh my
I'm open
days.
to it. I mean, I don't
Imagine
think they'll be able to afford his wages. He's on 325 grand a week, so unless it's going to take a massive wage cut. Yeah,
325.
you can afford that. And so could Joel
Easy,
Linton in the
mate,
chat,
easy.
clearly. So, listen, I don't want to hear you guys complaining. I want you
Joel
to pay that
Linton in
brother.
the chat.
Pay him.
Dortmund are that team, brother, that will find another replacement. That's what they do. We love them for it. They
Yeah.
find young
they do it
players
every time.
and they make them into fantastic ones. Like, they
Sorry,
always
is this
do it.
Liverpool Dortmund?
Dortmund.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you
mean,
were just going Liverpool.
Nah, we do.
You see this bias that we have on this show now, Matty?
Hang on,
Two
he's only
Liverpool
been on
fans.
once.
You
This
see,
is his debut.
This is literally Sky right now. We've got 2 Liverpool fans in here. Just going off in their own little world.
Matisse, hang on. I've watched the Premier League recently. Me and you have both been on there. The Chelsea bias that they have on that channel. I don't want to hear you come at me with any
know what
Liverpool
you're talking
bias.
about.
You know
No
exactly
idea
what I'm talking about. Shout out to Olivia Buzaglo.
Yeah, and Alex as well, yeah.
Yeah, they're all bloody Chelsea fans.
Not to mention, I was talking about Dortmund, just so we know that. Yeah,
No, but it was
Yeah,
I
but you
was
guys
a-
shared
I
the
was
same
making a
song. You'll
joke.
never walk alone. It's basically Liverpool, but Germany.
it could be. Yeah,
Bit more successful.
You know what you're doing.
working class and that, lads. It's our sister club, lads.
They both got Klopp.
Yeah, both Klopp as well,
Yeah.
lad.
No,
Wonderful
Klopp.
fans.
You
Got a Klopp as
Klopp.
well, yeah.
They've
The
got a
yellow
Klopp as
wall
well.
they've got, lads.
And Klopp. Yeah, man. Any more super chats to get through?
Oh, God.
This is a feisty game. This Watford and
Tuchel
Burnley one.
Band says English media has a fetish with Klopp and Liverpool.
They might do. Let's be real. A lot of the journalists, nowadays, they support Man United and they support Liverpool because it's older generations and that's when we were successful. So there is going to be bias, just the way there's bias in everything on the planet. It's the simple way that it is. And when someone else, so Man City in 10 years' time, there'll be more pundits for Man City and it'll be more bias towards them. That's just the way the media is, unfortunately.
Interesting. Right, the scores on the doors. Aston Villa still 1-0 up against Norwich. I actually saw that Watkins goal. It was a belter right across the keeper, top left corner.
1-0 in every Premier League game.
1-0 Watford Burnley, 1-0 Southampton Crystal Palace, and
even
1-0
that,
Brighton
honestly,
away at Wolves.
It's the day of the 1-0ers.
And that 1-0 to Watford obviously sees Burnley still out of the relegation zone, but Everton got 2 games in hand, 2 points behind. 2 points behind Burnley. Burnley on 31 points, 34 played. Everton on 29 points, 32
It's
played.
insane, this. It's
So
like
obviously if they manage
Wow.
to get the W at home tomorrow at Chelsea, they'd come out of the relegation zone.
Saw chance here, cuts inside. Sorry, it's Dennis for
Oh.
Watford, and it's
I
wild.
Every
remember.
week on the prediction battle, I was back in Watford, and the one
You
week I
were?
don't.
Yeah,
Oh, God almighty.
Dennis is
yeah.
actually showing up today.
I can't remember who we were talking about it with, lad, but there's like 3 mini leagues in this league right now. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Robbie. They were saying
Champions
basically there's Champions League fight for top 4
Yeah.
with Tottenham and Arsenal,
Yeah.
Liverpool and City obviously at the top of the league, but then Everton and Burnley at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
And it's just the reason
Playoffs
why
between 3 different...
Boss, lads, what an exciting league this is this season, lad. It's
Yeah.
great.
probably all go down to the last game of the season as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like brilliant stuff from the Premier League, innit?
Big up to Cheese Boys, AGT. I went to uni with you. Knots, yeah. Alex, lad, big up, mate. I don't believe you. There's been a few people that have said that today.
I don't believe you.
No, I think you're
No.
lying.
No, buddy.
Nottingham Forest
also
3,
Cheese-
Swansea
Oh,
1.
Sam Surridge again. 2 goals in 10
Sam
minutes for
Surridge.
him, Matty.
Was he there,
Nice.
Bournemouth player?
Still pushing for the automatic spots, but Bournemouth are still holding on themselves. He's getting feisty up there.
Was he a
Feisty
Bournemouth
one,
player,
you
Sam
are.
Surridge?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he came from there, yeah. Wow.
Oh.
Oh, dear. Pantovic
What
has
the
scored
hell
a
is going
penalty.
on over there?
Milos Pantovic in the 85th
Oh,
minute.
my days.
And Bochum are 4-3 up away at Dortmund. Unbelievable score that is. They were literally... I mean, they probably do deserve to be winning this game, but a Haaland hat-trick and he loses the game.
Gutted. And,
Rubbish.
and then he's like, this is why I'm going to
That is
City.
trash.
Adios.
Yeah. That is
Or I would
trash,
always
to
say
be
by
fair.
Norwegian.
Lewis Brown says, I like Nottingham Forest to come up. Joel Harris, you Reds. Guess he's talking about Forest as well. Yeah, they've pulled away from Swansea there and they probably will get the 3 points today. Chance for Burnley and it's a corner.
It's end this game. If
Yeah,
it's
it
true,
is.
it's still 1-0,
Proper
but it's
feisty
end.
one, lad. You've never seen Burnley play such attacking football in my life, ever?
Ah,
As
see,
soon as Sean
sacking
Dyche
Dyche.
goes.
Got rid of the old Brexit football, now they're playing a bit better. Playing a bit better.
Where do you reckon Dyche's going to go with the firm?
Millwall,
Championship.
Do you reckon
Millwall.
Championship is going there, yeah?
It's a bit eyeless to send him to the Championship after keeping Burnley up in the Prem for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what'll
It's a bit
happen. It'll
harsh.
be like
It is, but-
Fulham will come up. Obviously, they're already guaranteed to come
He
up.
won't go Fulham, bro.
You'll
go-
There's
you'll
no
go-
way
you'll
he
go
moves
to-
to South West London, I'm telling you now.
Well, just
Someone
change
like
it
Sean
to another
Dyche.
team. Then a team that's struggling at Christmas, they'll sack the manager and get Sean Dyche in. That's what'll happen.
But they won't start with Dyche.
Forest.
What's
He'll go
Dyche's
to
thing
Forest
against
when
them,
they
mate?
sack their manager.
What's
I
Dyche's
just can't imagine Sean Dyche living in South West London.
Yeah, that's the same. How much for a latte?
Yeah.
680.
Yeah, literally that.
Are you mad?
7.25 foot pint. He doesn't actually speak like that. To be fair.
Disrespecting the Dyche master, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Everything in
But,
South London is so expensive, man.
everything.
They
No,
make you pay the tip.
South-West London.
South West London.
London.
They make you pay the
Let's get
tip.
it right.
One time I was there. I don't know why, because I don't belong there, and they make you pay the tip. It's not optional. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
service. The
yeah,
service
yeah.
charge is there.
You do know your football club is in South West
Yeah,
London.
but I don't hang there. You know, I shouldn't be hanging there. I should just be going to the game and then leaving immediately.
What?
I shouldn't
Why?
be because it's too expensive. I don't belong with. Nah, man, it's too posh. You know how expensive it is in South West London? Nah.
Have you ever thought about changing your football team? Or-
Nah. I'll go to the game
Yes,
and I'll
maybe.
just exit immediately,
Yeah.
straight to Earl's Court.
That's what Matty will be saying in a few years, isn't it? Right, an hour has gone in the Saturday 3 o'clock kickoffs. Big up to Adjoman 317 in the chat, super chat. Good day, boys, from St. Louis. Mo, where's Mo in America?
Minnesota.
Minneapolis.
No, St.
Miami.
Louis.
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
M-O.
How can Minnesota be MO?
Sometimes they don't make sense, do they?
Min-O.
Where?
You know what I mean, lads?
No. Massachusetts, Missouri. I think it's Missouri. Is it Missouri?
Massachusetts.
Montana?
Palace have equalised. Eze is off the bench, and Crystal Palace has equalised against Southampton.
Missouri.
1-1.
Has he started, I think?
Yeah, as they started.
It's
Eze started,
Missouri.
aye. Did he?
It's Missouri
He did,
in
I'm sure it was the lad.
So it's America, Minnesota, no.
Minnesota.
The way that you responded is kind of just like,
Yeah,
he's
Min-
kind of correct. Min-O.
Yeah. M and an O.
What
there,
more
lads,
do you
you know
want?
what I mean? M and an O.
If Burnley don't come back from man, they're not serious.
Yeah, they're finished, lad.
How are they losing to Watford? That's where it's
Boss.
ridiculous.
Everyone's just dropping the bag all the time. Like, it's the same with Tottenham and Arsenal. Like, they're like winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. It's wonderful.
Watford on the break as well. Can they double their lead? 10 shots they've had today.
Oh, no.
it's a pen! Oh, it's a damn referee!
He's not a pen.
He's not going to give it.
Yeah, Eze, the man for Crystal Palace, who's put them 1-1 now away at Southampton. The man on the hour mark, the man come off the hour, come off the man, and all that.
No, it was no pen there.
Jake Paul is a Liverpool fan, says Tim Golding.
Oh,
Bro,
God.
I welcome any Liverpool fan in the world, whatever race you are, whatever size, gender, but not Jake Paul.
Yeah, I knew he was going to finish
I
that.
will have anyone supporting Liverpool, and I'll happily support them supporting Liverpool, but
John
not
Jake Paul,
Jake
eh?
Paul. He's a sausage.
Is he?
As Paddy the Baddy
What
said.
do you mean,
look.
is he?
Ah, is that really?
Have you ever seen that thing? Have you ever seen the Paddy the Baddy thing when he asked about him?
hair.
Some boy, Jake Paul, man.
I think he's
appreciate that,
just
something.
expanding his fan base. You know, he's getting into FT.
He's a smart businessman, lad. He
Yeah,
knows
but wearing
exactly how to
Liverpool
get this
shirts and
internet
that.
thing going.
He wore a
lad.
Liverpool shirt and it didn't have the Nike tick on it. It was a fake.
Really?
Yeah, it was a fake Liverpool shirt. It didn't have the Nike tick
Maybe he
on it.
had to blur that out because of
Nah,
Nah, he probably just bought it in
I
the,
don't
in the
think
market
so.
holiday or something. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
Didn't
I
he
think-
bet
I think
Eddie
he's-
Howe $1 million the other day?
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I watched the face-off. They did a
About
face-off
that man
together last
there,
night as
yeah,
well.
Eddie, lads.
It was good. It was funny, on.
He can't do anything. Look, there we go. Here's the picture of him. Let's see if we can get a zoom in on it.
Yeah, he is a weapon,
God,
mate.
I
isn't he?
didn't realise this was real.
Yeah, this is it.
No,
Yeah, and
that's
he's wearing
been
the
blurred
shorts
out
as well.
or something, bro. 'Cause
'Cause it's got the Expedia, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I
and he's got a
wouldn't-
Nike hat on, so that can't be.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make
But
any
it,
sense.
it annoys me that he's
Really repping you.
No, but it
Why
annoys me
is-
that he's seen us play one game and run straight to a shop and just bought everything Liverpool.
Why did he
Hat.
choose Liverpool?
This is what I mean. I don't want him to
Why?
support
No, like,
us.
what was the reason
Probably
why?
just looked at the league table
Mo
and
Salah
thought, yeah.
really likes Mo Salah apparently.
How
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
not
even know who
happy
Mo
for that.
Salah is? Jake Paul, lad?
Oh, he's a sausage. I told you.
Be calling him out for a boxing fight in a minute.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
take him.
fucking hell, lad.
Easy.
Mo
Like-
Salah.
Paddy's already done that, lad.
A Joman 317 says it's in Missouri. Huge Liverpool support here in America.
Missouri.
I'd love to see it. Would Jake Paul beat Tommy Fury?
Yes.
I think he'd batter him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Tommy Fury is not his brother. Like, he's definitely not. He's living on the name of Tyson, really, isn't he? I mean, he could be, lad. I don't know. You like, give them a fight. Let's see what happens.
Tommy Fumbles bottled it, didn't he?
They were
he's
meant
not
they were
Tyson.
meant
2
to
weeks
fight,
before,
yeah,
and he
but
bottled it.
Tommy backed out of it.
Pillow fist.
He didn't have the best fight last time round either. Tommy did, he, lad? He didn't have really did a great display.
Do you know what, Jake Paul? If you're watching this now, I call you out for a scrap in the car park outside. Me and you put a briefcase of money down each, and the winner walks away with both.
Oh, let's make it happen.
How
Tell you
about
what now,
that? Robbie?
Logan, if you're watching
Robbie, get
Logan,
him on
yeah,
the phone.
I'll take you on now. So I'll take Logan on, you take
Doyle,
on
you
Jake,
call
mate.
out someone else and make it a proper big
Lad, I'm
fight.
skint. I can't afford to bet all these £1 million on that, lad.
No, I'll just, yeah. Anyway, Jake, if you're watching, get involved. I see you outside Anfield, the Park Pub. You know where I am. That's where I do fan cams. Lower Breckside, find me there.
He definitely knows where the pub is, and he's such a big Liverpool supporter.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Come to Sandy. look.
AGT, he would wash you, LeMayo. Yeah, he's a muppet. Do you boys collect Jordans? Favourite pair, says Bailey19. That's a great question.
I don't do Jordans, but I do like Air Max and I do like Dunks.
Yeah. He's wearing the
Jordans.
the
What shoes have we got on?
These are the white Oreos, right?
Wait, Oreos,
Yeah,
aye.
beautiful.
Pretty sexy.
So for me, the best Jordans of all time, and I don't think there's much disagreement if you know your Jordans, is the Cement 3 breads. And I have them. Also have the 4s. 1s are also beautiful, but I
Ones,
think they've
aye.
been absolutely rinsed by
Yeah,
everyone in the
everyone
last
now,
2
innit?
years during
Yeah.
lockdown. Not really a fan of anything over 6, to be honest. The
Yeah,
7s,
some of them
the
are a bit
8s,
mad, aren't they?
yeah,
Some of
after
them are a bit
that
too-
it gets a bit too silly. But yeah, 1s, 3s and 4s for me. And maybe 5s.
Not the sixes.
No, and the sixes to be fair, but anything after
Not
that.
the sevens.
No, definitely not the sevens. Christ, no. Jesus Christ, no. We need to have a serious conversation about Julian Nagelsmann, says Ajanikil.
Do we?
Obviously losing at home. They've just lost 3-1 at home to Mainz, but
They're
they
all
did
pissed,
just win
don't
the
they?
league last
Doesn't sound
week.
so serious to me.
So
I mean,
what's
he's won
this
the league.
word? What is the word we need to have with him?
I think that you can't really instill a motivation in players when there isn't one to instill in them. They've won the league. It's done. It's finished. What more do you want from them?
Out of the Champions League, nothing else to play for.
Yeah.
Did you see the paints that they were sinking after they won?
Yeah.
I mean, they're massive. Like,
Size of
they're
them.
just
They're
necking
done,
them
lad,
off.
they're
To be
finished.
fair, they throw them around a lot though, don't they?
They're booking their holidays
we-
already, lad. They're on the laptops, lad, and they're booking their holidays and they're ready for summer already. I
think they've got people to book them for them these
Nagelsmann
days.
can't necessarily keep the standards up because
Oh,
there's not
Royce
much
took his
motivation.
Roy bands off. Not happy with that, mate.
Oh, heavy.
Oh,
Heavy, lad.
No, they're the glasses that go light and dark according to the sun.
Ah, they don't know.
Oh,
no. Or the pair that have the little flap
the
up
little
bit,
flappers.
and you
Yeah.
take that off
They're
and
the
you've got
belts of them,
normal
lad.
ones.
Yeah.
They're proper mafia shit. As a Bosnian, says a Joe Man 317, was Edin Dzeko the best super sub?
not the best.
Nah, not the
Divock
best.
Origi's the best super
Divock
sub.
Origi is the GOAT super sub.
Solskjaer's got to be up
I think
there.
a lot
He's
of us
up
can. Everyone knows that.
Divock
Divock
scored the
Origi.
Hernandez
most.
wasn't bad. Chikorita
Yeah.
at Man United.
Yeah.
Best super subs of all time. Get involved. Let us know in the comments.
Actually, yeah, because what are the stats
Jermaine
around
Defoe?
this? Because you know Danny Sturridge was very good for
Danny
us as well.
Sturridge had scored a lot of goals
On
coming
and
on,
off the
as a
sub bench.
sub.
Giroud, yeah.
Yeah.
Defoe,
I'd like to know
Solskjaer.
that. Coming on as a substitute, who's got the
Origi.
most goals? If you
Gotta
know
be
in the
Origi.
comments.
Adam Lafondra from Reading. That is another
Adam
unreal
Lafondra,
shout. Do you
yeah.
remember?
Oh, yeah,
He's
God,
the best
yeah.
sub.
That's a very good shout.
That's an amazing shout. That actually might be the best shout of the day. from
Salomon
Mike
Kalou
Z.
back in the day at Chelsea.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually rated him. I thought he was decent.
Crouchy could always come on.
David
Trezeguet.
Oh,
Torre
Andre Flo.
Kluivert. Lars Ricken. Chicharito.
Yeah,
Henrik
there he
Larsson.
is.
Drogba.
Drogba. Was he really
Tim
off the bench?
Cahill. Bierhoff. Don't know these guys. Defoe. David Fairclough.
Divock
Sitting
Origi
next to
is
him in the
nowhere
Premier
in
the other week.
sight, lad.
David Fairclough. Legend.
Nowhere in
Anelka.
sight.
Will Tord.
Oh, Will Tord's a good one.
Yeah. Johan Elmander. Now that's just random names now.
Was that Bolton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was he the one that
Origi
scored
is the
that
best
mad
though,
goal?
says Alio.
Elmander.
Yeah.
The mad one
Yes,
where he
the
dribbled.
techie goal.
Yeah, but
where
like,
he's Cruyffed it and then done
done like some
1-2,
dribble between
and then just
four
passed it
players.
bottom
Yeah,
right.
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Number 9.
Yeah.
That was in the 2008-9 season.
incredible goal.
Good times that, like.
Number 9 he was. Yep. Bolton. What's happened to them, by the way?
I
Shocker.
know. I was in Bolton the other week actually. Because of my football stuff that I do, lad. Sometimes I'm in different little places and stuff.
When you say the other week,
okay,
Was that 2008?
Few
You two
months
were
ago.
smacking in some mad
a few
goals.
months ago,
I've
6
seen on
months ago,
Instagram.
7 months ago, 8 months ago,
spring
around that
August,
time.
yeah.
Okay,
when 2000
1,
right,
2021.
right.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's literally 21 years ago.
Yeah, and the place is battered, lads. Poor kids, they've got nothing to do there, mate.
Well, really? I've never
Yeah.
been Bolton.
Phoenix
Like.
Knights.
Bolton.
Max and Puddy. Lord Origi says Billy 1999. Origi the King says Slippy Mass. And Heskey as well. Either Ole or Origi says Willie Mo Fire. There you go. Right, if Burnley, and they've got 22 minutes now, Matisse, to at least get a draw here, the absolute minimum today would have been don't come away here without at least 1 point.
Yeah,
I think they should be winning, but yeah.
absolutely agree.
Sets Everton up nicely. It's an opportunity. It's a
Everton have
favour.
got Watford to play as
it's
well,
a
you know.
great touch from Dwight McNeil. Still McNeil goes for goal, and it's very wide.
Look
It's
at
a corner.
Burnley's fixtures though. They play Aston Villa twice actually, and in between that they play Tottenham, and then they've
Burnley
got
play Villa twice.
Why?
yeah.
How?
Must be a COVID thing or something. I had to get rearranged. But next Saturday, that's not next Saturday. The Saturday after, isn't it? Or is that next Saturday? Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, yeah.
Villa at home, Tottenham away, Villa away, and then Newcastle at home. So this was absolutely the game that they had to get
3
the
points
result from.
Yeah.
Pretty much 3 points, aye. But they're not down if they don't
I mean,
win it
Villa's-
because they're still out
Villa's-
of the relegation zone as it stands.
Villa's not a bad team to play right now, is it, Villa?
I think they could beat us now, to be honest. If they're fighting for their lives and we at home on the last day, they could
it's
beat
only
us.
Tottenham away. You look at it as
So
a really
Everton
tough
have
one.
got
And they beat Tottenham already this season.
my days. Everton have got Chelsea, Leicester, Watford themselves, Brentford, which is not an easy game, Palace, not an easy game, Arsenal, who will be fighting for top 4, not an easy game, lad.
They're going down, aren't they?
This is madness.
This is in Burnley's hands if they were to come back, but they really need to be trying to win
They
this
got 2
game.
games in hand, like They have got 2
Everton are
games in
buzzing
hand.
that Watford are 1-0 up, aren't they?
Brighton have doubled the lead at the Molineux. 2-0. 2-0 to the Seagulls. Trossard.
Wow.
He's a good little player.
He's having a
Trossard.
great season, Trossard. He really was.
Not in
Matt
the
Cooper
scoreline, but in terms of
was not
result.
confident at all that Wolves would get a win, and they're now 2-0 down at home to Brighton.
Who
Can
did
you
back
believe
in the
it?
prediction battle?
Who did I say? I think I said Wolves to win that, actually.
Yeah, I said Wolves, like.
Yeah, I really didn't expect this one, to be honest.
Bournemouth 2-0 up. Bournemouth 2-0 up at Blackburn. That's a huge goal for automatic promotion seals there.
Philip Billing.
Bling.
He's been with them for a while. He's a big lad, isn't he?
Aye. Spent a bit of money on him and all, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. 20
going on
minutes to go in the 3 o'clock kickoffs then. Middlesbrough now 3-0 up at home to Stoke City. Having an awful day up north there, Stoker. Matt Crooks on 72 minutes has scored there. Any predictions? I mean, without telling us your predictions, is anyone on course to do well with those real life scores that are happening?
50-50.
Yeah, I'm nearly there, but not quite there. But I'm also nearly there.
It's not looking great. No, it's not looking good.
Oh yeah, man's not
50-50.
Not looking good.
bloody hell, bud.
Definitely not winning again. I usually win, but not today, I don't think. Not today.
Interesting. Trossard is meaty, and so is the rest of this Brighton side. Only Basuma and Mbwepo are good, says Ajanikil. I mean, they're going to be getting rid of a few players, aren't they, Brighton? They're almost forced to, really,
Yeah.
aren't they? So you can see the likes of Basuma leaving, maybe Trossard. Danny Welbeck, will he stay? Lallana's on a lot of money there as well. But there's been, that's the confirmation of the goal. I was going to say there's been another goal. But yeah. Ole still the greatest super sub, said Billy M, not the manager. Don Robbie in Nigeria twerking, says Dana. Thoughts on Martin Odegaard, says J04. Had a really good season.
Yeah, I
If
actually
I'm
really
honest.
like him.
He's
Brilliant
impressed me.
season, aye.
Very techy
Seen another
baller.
captain on man a couple of times as well, hasn't he?
What I'm-
Odegaard.
Aye.
Yeah.
Mad, aye, yeah.
What I'm really happy with Odegaard is he's had one of them careers where he was built up massively.
Like
when he was
Freddie
young.
Adu.
Yeah. And what happens with them is they usually fall off and they lose the desire and motivation. But he seems to have been like, had that limelight, looked like he wasn't going to turn
Got
into a
signed
player.
at
and had
15,
this,
Doyle, to Real
yeah,
Madrid.
he's got a fire in him, lad. You can see he's got this type of fire in him that he wants to play football.
Yeah.
And that's what's been able to bring him to an Arsenal side, because a lot of them players just fall off and they lack the motivation. He definitely hasn't, and he's also a very good footballer to boot. He looks like he's went to these teams, put in the graft to learn, and he's getting his rewards now in a
Is
good
he there
Arsenal young
permanently
team.
now?
Pardon?
Is he there
Odegaard,
permanently?
yeah, he's saying
Yeah.
permanently last
He's
summer,
brilliant,
aye.
lad. He's brilliant. I really like him. I like him in this Arsenal team, especially because they're building through the young players with Emile Smith-Rowe, Saka, Odegaard. It's lovely to see him in the Prem. It is.
I think that spell at Herenveen really sorted him out after
Yeah.
being let down at Real Madrid. But
Yeah.
Was he at
apparently-
Real Sociedad? as well?
Sociedad, he had a
Sociedad,
really,
he
really
were
good
before
season.
Arsenal, yeah.
Very, very
Billy
good season.
off the ball, clear
is
off the
that over the
lane.
line?
Burnley have missed very good chances.
Burnley
Referee
should be
is not
ahead
giving
now.
it.
The watch
Wow.
mustn't have went, but Burnley have hit the ball.
Who was
Tight
that
for
then, number 3
Burnley
then?
at
Just
the
kept
back
bowling
stick
through
for a
them.
header. Oh,
Oh, it's a
keeper's
keep on the
well out.
madness.
Whoa.
Nick
Nick
Pope nearly
Pope.
had the halfway line there.
Apparently Odegaard favourite to be the Arsenal captain next season. Arsenal
He
have had
is
so
now,
many
isn't he?
problems
Yeah.
with their captains.
He's been wearing the
Not
armband a few
permanently.
times.
Permanently it's
Lacazette, isn't it?
right?
But you can't even get a
Lacazette's
game
the
now.
Which I
Or Xhaka.
don't disagree with.
But he's
because
running out of contract.
Yeah, so they'll have to get rid of it.
Arsenal have had issues with captains
Oh,
for
that's unlucky, Burnley.
a very, very long time now.
Odegaard seems very level-headed. He seems like, and even in his game, he's balanced with his play style. So I think he might be a good captain.
I think he's captain for his country, isn't he?
Is he right?
I
Is
think
that
he
right?
might be, yeah, for Norway. Not is it Norway?
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
is.
is
He
Norwegian.
I think
yeah.
because I know. I don't think Haaland's captain. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
he
he
is.
No,
is
he
captain.
couldn't make Haaland captain. Definitely
No.
not. He's got too much fire, lad.
And it looks like Forest are winning that one today comfortably. Sam Surridge again scoring another hat-trick.
Hat-trick, aye.
For him today in the 69th minute. And also Real Madrid through Marcos Asensio have gone 3-0 up. Is that a penalty at Vicarage Road? No. But yeah, Real Madrid are literally minutes away now from winning another La Liga trophy. And Asensio, a player who again has had a lot of hype to live up to, hasn't really delivered, but he scores today for Madrid on the day that they're going to win the title. So yeah, interesting. Look at this kid in the background seeing himself on the telly. He
Might
just
be
had a little
a pen,
look
this, you
over.
know, lads. Yeah, it's a pen. That's going to be a pen, now.
Forest.
Nutmeg this.
Penalty
This
incident
looks like
here.
a pen. It's a pen. That's a pen.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
a pen.
it's
That's definitely it. Should be
No.
should
not
be,
even
lads.
not even going to VAR.
Not even
Should've
a
been a pen,
VAR
that.
check for Burnley. Unbelievable.
Forest Green are top of League 2, 3-1 down against Harrogate. Mad. Top of the league doesn't mean you're winning in these divisions. You really can be getting slapped up. Happens
Especially the
with
amount of games they play, lad. They play
crazy.
So many.
It's 46 games across the board for everyone down there, isn't
And
it?
did the players, like, you know, how big are the squads that they have?
Yeah. St Johnston's paint trophy to deal with as well.
Say again?
The St Johnston's paint trophy is it to deal with as well? That cup for League
an
1 and League
extra
2.
tournament.
Yeah, extra
Papa
tournament.
John's
they've
or
got.
something now, isn't it?
Papa John's is called, sorry.
Papa
Yeah.
John's Cup, you know.
Let's look ahead to tomorrow. Obviously, a massive bill of Premier League games tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Spurs v Leicester, Everton, Chelsea, West Ham, Arsenal, all tomorrow. That really is a super Sunday. Start off with Spurs. Man United, Brentford playing on Monday night, but Spurs v Leicester, a game where actually Leicester, you know, on the back of a decent result in Europe, a 1-1 draw at home to Roma, but in the Prem they've been so inconsistent. But so have Spurs. This is almost like the inconsistent derby.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is, eh?
It really is. Spurs are a weird one because they were in the pole position for top 4. They let it slip again. And it's like nobody wants it. They just keep handing it back to each other. Both fan bases get overly excited. Then they disappoint them. It's just like a merry-go-round. It's just a cycle of inconsistency. So, but Tottenham still have the better fixtures on paper. But listen, that's not gonna secure it for them. I think whoever out of them two don't make it will feel very hard. They'll feel like they missed an opportunity because it's not like Manchester United are the ones going for this. This is
Yeah, they're not
North
knocking
London.
them, yeah.
So whoever misses out, the other fan base is going to be fuming because it's obviously a rival and it's an opportunity missed as
They're
well.
going to play each other as well, lad. I think that's
Yeah,
what
they
it's
do.
going to come down
Thursday
to.
the 12th.
It's going to come down to them playing each other.
Spurs have got to win tomorrow. They can't afford to not win.
Yeah.
No.
To be honest, especially with Arsenal going away to West Ham as well. But Spurs are struggling for
Got us,
goals,
so.
isn't it? Two games without a shot on target or something.
Unbelievable.
Mental how poor they are up front with Son.
And they're at Anfield next week.
Yeah.
Aye, so with Anfield coming up, the derby coming up, must win tomorrow
And
for
Burnley
them.
as well. That's going to be a tough game because Burnley need the points too, as we know from today.
It's a big chance for them though, because with Leicester, obviously they'll have one eye on next week going to Rome. So they've got nothing to play for in the league. So Tottenham have got to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
We have got starting 11 news in from Ellen Road. Manchester City go to Leeds today. In goal, Ederson. You've got Cancelo, Diaz, Laporte, Ake, who I believe is going to be playing left back today. Rodrigo, Gundogan in midfield. Jack Grealish starts with Jesus, Foden and Sterling. On the bench, Zinchenko, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Fernandinho, Mahrez and Stefan, the goalkeeper.
Who's that?
They've had
Manchester
to
City.
make a few changes because of that Real Madrid tie. It's so close in the balance.
Yeah.
We did speak about this. Are they going to have to pick and choose between Champions League and Premier League because obviously Real Madrid semi-final, and that's obviously way closer than the game you've just played. So
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see these little rotations if it makes a difference.
Melier in goal, Ayling, Firpo as the fullbacks, Stroik, Cooper, Koch, Dallas, Phillips.
every week that gets you.
Yeah, every week it gets
Every
me.
week. They never play on a Sunday, does he,
I know,
Cock?
never. Always on a Saturday. I've always got to say Koch on a Saturday. Rafinha, Harrison and Rodrigo up top. So yeah, interesting lineups there from both teams. Is that team enough though to take anything away?
They just need to take.
Leeds going with the 4-1,
Absolutely not,
4-1,
lad.
so it's going to be goals, but
Absolutely
City
not,
are
lads.
gonna-
They just need a point.
I think City are going to have
Don't
first.
even
I
need
know,
to beat them.
I
Just
get
the
it,
point.
but-
Just the point.
But I've watched City, when they're like dying to get a goal, lad, and they're 0-0. And I've watched Vincent Kompany score a 30-yard screamer. Yeah, they just do it, lad.
Yeah.
They just do it every time. So
Find
I
a
don't
way.
even watch their games when it gets to this part of the season and it's like close to the run up of the end. I'm just like, I can't do this anymore because they're just gonna keep winning. It's just
What
like
we said
torture.
earlier,
It's like
you love watching
self-harm.
their style of football.
I do.
Not when it's
Which
affecting
one is it?
Liverpool.
But not when it's
Just for
too
60
bad.
minutes.
Yeah.
Just for an hour, I'll watch them.
It's
And
like a
then
form of self-harm, lad, when you start watching a team.
It
That's
is.
just so good.
Yeah, it is. Right, 10 minutes to go in these Prem games. Burnley desperately looking for a goal at Vicarage Road. Goals have been so easy to come by for away teams at Vicarage Road, especially in the last few months. But Burnley can't find one for love nor money at the minute. They've missed a few big chances as well. Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 1. I mean, that had a draw written all over it, if I'm honest, that game. Wolves 0, Brighton 2-0 up away at Molineux, unbelievable. And Aston Villa just about hanging on still at home to Norwich. the Buendia derby. Blackburn 0, Bournemouth 3 now. That's the first win in 5 games for Bournemouth. Philip Billing with his second goal of the day. 10 minutes to go at Blackburn at Ewood Park. Let's talk about West Ham Arsenal tomorrow. This is a London derby, and actually West Ham have had the most red cards out of any team in a London derby in the Premier League's history. Very ill-disciplined game sometimes this can be. Which team is this game bigger for?
Arsenal.
Absolutely Arsenal.
Absolutely Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Well, West Ham could still do something in Europe.
They
wanna
could.
win
That's why they
Without
got
winning the Europa League, though.
But
Like,
yeah,
they could
that's the
actually
way-
still qualify.
That's their path, and that's what
Yeah.
they see. And you can see it already with the confidence that Antonio was throwing out in that interview after he lost the game and was like, "We're just going to win." They're going for Europa League, lad. And even seeing it when they were resting players in the last game that they were playing, they're going for Europa League, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Arsenal want the top 4. It's right there to see.
You
see it.
when you're in a semi-final, West Ham, same with Fulham, we spoke about it before on the show. Fulham were in the semi-final, played Juventus, beat them, Bobby Zamora. When you're in a semi-final for West Ham of the Europa League, that is like once in a lifetime
Yeah.
for a lot of these fans. They are not going to play about with that game in Germany. They're going to
not a
throw
chance.
apps, and they're more than capable of going to Germany and
Burnley
winning.
equalised! Massive goal in the relegation fight.
It's
Massive.
massive.
Jack Cork is who it is. Yeah, they've been knocking on the door all half of Vicarage Road have Burnley, and that's huge for the relegation battle. That 3 points above the drop zone as it stands.
Go and get a winner now.
And
if you're Burnley.
they've still
Yeah.
got 6, 7, 8 minutes to get a
As
winner.
I was talking Burnley chances down of getting a goal, they find one. Finally, a goal goes past Ben Foster in this game.
Jack Cork.
Unbelievable scenes. And Everton fans, how do you feel right now? Because that is not good for Everton at all. We'll describe the goal as soon as we can. But just going back to Arsenal going away to West Ham tomorrow, they still can fumble the bag. I mean, a lot of people have been bigging up Arsenal, including myself, to get 4th. They were so on course, then they lost 3 in a row, but now they're on course again. But there is time for them still to mess this up. I don't want them to, but they could still do it. 3 losses in the last 5 for Arsenal.
Yeah, they had that spell, didn't they, against Palace and Southampton and Brighton, where they couldn't get a win. So it's still in them. But I just think with West Ham, I don't think West Ham have got a fit centre back tomorrow.
Great header that from Jack
Haven't they got 3 centre backs?
Dawson's
Suspended.
suspended. Yeah, so that's why I don't give West Ham a prayer. I don't give them a prayer. Well, Zuma played. I think
Zuma played the other night, but would they risk him again?
Why would you play him?
I don't think so.
Why would you risk him?
I don't think they would. So it's going to be a much changed West Ham side. I think Arsenal will go there and get the win.
Me too. I do. And I think and West Ham are just going to be like, do you know what? Have the points, lad. We don't care about this.
They did the same with Tottenham.
I think West Ham would quite happy just forfeit this game. Like, and just be like, I don't want to play.
They'd rather actually probably not play the game.
Biggest game in however many years, for as long as I can remember.
Nothing else matters.
Everything. They'd rather just fly to Germany tonight. I mean, just settle in.
I bet have a few Germans on the command.
GDK, a few Erdingers.
They're gonna probably rotate their team heavily against Chelsea. They didn't play Bowen. They didn't play Declan Rice. They had no fit centre backs. No Antonio. No Lanzini. So I think they're gonna rest a lot of players.
Because imagine if Rice or Antonio got injured tomorrow.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to forgive
No
yourself.
way.
It's like Jack Cork there,
This is
by
a
the way.
great header. Look, he
diving
smacks into the
What
post
a
as
header
well.
that was, lad.
You could tell by the way he celebrated that goal.
Yeah,
Is huge.
massive.
Massive.
They want to stay in the Prem and they're playing like here, mate. They are absolutely
Respect.
playing like
Listen,
here.
even a point today could be massive.
It
They
is,
don't even
yeah.
have to win this game.
Yeah,
If they get a point, it
Just
does
avoid
take them a
defeat,
little
wasn't
bit
it?
away. Yeah,
Just avoid
that's what we were
defeat.
saying earlier. They had to come here and at least get a draw. I don't know when the last time Jack Cork scored a goal in Premier League football, but what a time to score it for the Clarets down there at Vicarage Road. They've got 7 minutes to try and find a winner now.
I can see a winner.
I think they will get a winner.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can
I
feel
got
it
them.
in the
I
air,
got
lad,
them
a
to
little
win.
I can
bit.
feel
I've
it
seen
coming.
Because we all thought the penalty
Facts.
got bugged off massively on that one.
Yeah, man.
And then Watford score probably. That's what's going to happen right now, lads, because we've all said it.
Takes them to 17th, this one.
Gerrard needs another
31
goal here
points.
to secure this, lad. I'm surprised he's only winning 1-0, to be honest with you.
Do you know what? Every week we do the Saturday football show. I always see Andreas Weimann scoring goals. for
Literally
Bristol
just
City.
about to say
You
the
read
same
my
thing,
mind
mate.
then,
I was
bro.
literally every week.
Every week.
Because I think
Sign them all.
I think the
Get rid of the black and white shirt.
Get him up front. Wood out, Wayman in.
Bristol City, yeah.
Oh, there's another goal in the Premier League, I think, yeah. Oh, it's it may not be. We're waiting to see. Oh no.
Oh.
Premature.
It is. Really. Josh Brownhill.
And it's I saw yours.
Brownhill.
Sorry for the scream, man. I just
Come
can't
on.
believe it, lad. Oh, it might be offside, though.
No,
Might be
don't let it be
Oh, they're
offside,
checking
man.
it.
Give
I
them
think
a
they're
goal.
checking it. It's
Give
Oh
them
my
the goal.
goodness, Everton fans,
Give
how
them
do
the goal,
you
man.
feel? Everton more likely to go down now than ever. Burnley
Give them the
offside,
goal.
though, yeah.
it might be offside. Let's have another look.
Give them the goal,
Oh,
man.
let it stand.
I want it. I want this. I want
86
madness
minutes.
in the
Can you
relegation zone.
believe that?
That goal is huge. It has been given, I think, as well,
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
It
Go
has
on.
been, has it?
That is huge,
Or are
though. I
they
mean,
still looking?
that'll be 5 points now.
Are
Go
we
on,
still
Burnley.
looking? Is it stand?
The Great Escape.
Does the goal stand?
Damn well
Maybe
stands.
offside. Let's have a look at the actual goal for our own sake. The ball comes in from the corner. Eventually. 3-0 Brighton.
3-0
Away at
Brighton as
Wolves.
well.
Massive
Yeah.
result for Brighton. Wow.
Wow.
Wolves absolutely flopping badly. And there's the
I
ball
tell you
goes
what,
up in
Wolves
the
have
air.
been off form for a while now as well,
Yeah,
haven't
Matt
I think
Cooper
the
was
goals
saying it,
counted,
man.
you know.
He was saying, can't wait for the season to be over. Brownhill slots
He's
it.
done it.
How was
He
there an offside
slots
check
it.
there? Someone in the way?
Oh my goodness
They're gonna
I
me.
think it's counted, you know.
ballistic.
I think it has counted.
Yeah, it's definitely counted now, yeah.
Oh my goodness
I
me.
can't believe Burnley, you know. I can't believe
I'm
it, lad.
happy for
We
them.
all
I
said
can't
this.
believe it, lad.
4 minutes to go to
Man,
Vicarage Road and
blown.
Burnley are
And
2-1
it's
up.
again a player with a hand cast on scores the winning goal.
Everton, lad.
Every player with a bandage on their hand seems to
Fear them.
score
Yeah.
goals.
Everton didn't sell us John Stones. I'm more than happy for them to go down.
You wanted John Stones?
Yeah, Mourinho wanted John Stones before he went to City.
Lads.
They were
play.
pissing about.
What
with
is
Josh
happening right
Brownhill
now?
touching
Everton are going
his
to get
Burnley
relegated
badge.
now.
Well, let's be real.
Unbelievable.
Everton are 5 points adrift now.
Wow.
Lads.
5 points
Beat them
adrift.
tomorrow.
Everton. Mate,
We need
lads.
to.
Let's remember they do have 2 games in hand, but those we've seen the fixtures. Like 5 points off, even if they won
The
both
2
them
games in
games,
hand?
which would be unlikely.
Wow, man.
Chelsea
Wow.
and Leicester, lad. I can't
Chelsea need
believe
to
it.
bounce back after the draw in the
I
week. to be
can't
honest.
believe it.
Yeah, and
Wow.
you definitely should have won that game as well. Yeovil Town, great, conceding in the last 10 minutes to Halifax Town. That's no good for the Glovers. But yeah, Josh Brownhill goes through a couple of bodies, and maybe Ben Foster should have done better, man.
I think so. I
You know
should
what?
have
It just
done
shakes
better.
things up. Imagine Everton going away to I don't know who's like one of the smallest teams in the Championship right now.
Barnsley.
Brentford.
Brentford.
I mean, this.
No, in the Championship.
Oh, sorry.
Barnsley.
Sorry.
Let's
Well,
have a look.
they're about to go down.
I tell you what, who's coming out of League One is the better shout. Who's
Yes.
coming out of League One for
Go on.
the
That's
Yes,
a
this-
good
no,
shout.
that-
thingy? Who's won League One? Was it Wigan won it?
Wigan.
Yeah,
Wigan Everton.
Wigan won
That's
League
a, that's a
One.
Premier
normal
League
thing,
classic.
lads. Yeah, that's
Rotherham.
normal, that.
Rotherham, there you go.
Rotherham.
Rotherham.
Sunderland are in the playoffs, so
Yeah.
they could be going to. That's an old Premier League count of that.
That's a
Well,
little Premier
even
League game.
Wigan Everton is like almost a derby. Like they're genuinely half an hour away.
Lad, look
from
where Burnley are
stadium.
now. The 16th.
I'm telling you.
Oh my
Leeds.
days. Leeds.
Leeds.
Leeds are in trouble, you know.
Leeds.
Leeds. If Leeds get a win
Look at
today-
Doyle. I'm telling you.
This-
Leeds are not out of it. I actually tipped Leeds to go down before they sacked Bielsa. To be
Lads,
honest.
this is
Watford,
good for
oh,
tonight.
it's
Do
poor.
you know what this is? Brilliant result.
Motivation.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the 16 game.
Show them that table.
Because they're going to want this now. Hey, Pep. Ted Lasso's
Come
coming
on,
for you,
yeah.
lads.
Come
on, man.
Some really nice
I'm
shots.
telling you,
Let's
Leeds
go,
are not out of
Leeds.
it.
Oh my God.
Leeds are not out of it. Everybody's just been speaking about Burnley, Everton, but Leeds are not out of it.
I
at all.
can't believe
they
this,
haven't
you know.
gone.
5-1 now.
imagine-
Leeds are playing all the
Swansea.
big boys, right? I've seen
Yeah,
Leeds
so they need to
City,
win Leeds.
Arsenal,
Chelsea.
Leeds could
Chelsea.
go down.
Brighton
Lads,
and Brentford are already
Imagine
games,
Leeds
but-
go down and Everton and Burnley stay up.
Mad.
That's like
Mad.
a trick question. You know what? It's like when you get asked something like
The
that.
motivation tonight for Leeds
Aye.
is crazy. Knowing that fixture list coming up, Arsenal away when they're chasing top four.
Leeds tonight, the
By the
fame,
way,
yeah.
Basuma got
It's
that
on.
third goal for Brighton away
Wow.
at Wolves. Yves Basuma, probably his last goal for Brighton.
5-1
Where's he
Forest
gonna
now
go?
as well.
Where's he going to?
5-1.
Somewhere.
Not sure.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
He was
He'll
like
go
this.
somewhere. I don't think Arsenal want him anymore. The time's passed.
Well, they need them.
I wouldn't, you know what? I wouldn't put past Liverpool signing a player like Basuma. Like, they really
Spurs,
wouldn't.
maybe?
Again, we were
Spurs.
linked with him, but I don't think the time is
Not
is
now
right.
anymore, yeah, not anymore.
It's past.
Spurs would be a good move for
But
him.
having said that, Milner gone, Basuma in.
Is Milner actually
Yeah,
going?
but the Ox is probably going to go as well.
Is Milner going?
So Basuma in.
But what? You're happy to sit
Got
on
to
the
keep
bench?
room for
Nah, I
Bellingham.
don't think he will be, will he?
Nah, he wants to play every week. Oh, chance
go
for
on,
Burnley
Burnley.
make it
Go
3
on,
in the
Ashley
90th
Barnes.
minute. Over the bar.
That is
He
poor.
fluffed
So
it,
over
buddy.
the bar, lad.
Gets a
Over the
little
bar.
shoulder shove on the way. Love to see it.
Fluffed it.
Glad I didn't back off that now.
Yeah, exactly. You keep changing your mind on that every 5 minutes, mate. It's embarrassing.
That was
Are you
one
guys watching? Where are you guys watching the City game? Are you going to watch it?
Yeah,
Probably here.
definitely we should.
Or
Absolutely.
maybe somewhere
I'll
else.
watch the first half
It'd
and
be
then
nice
I
to be
get a
outside,
train.
to be honest.
Yeah, I want to
I've
get
been
some.
cooped up
I'm
for
very
6 hours.
hungry,
Nah,
lad.
want some fresh ends.
Again.
Very
mate.
hungry. What do you mean again? We ate breakfast 6 hours ago, kid.
Wait,
I'm starving, lad.
about 5 hours, yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine.
No, I do need some
Sorry,
food though,
bud.
to
Sorry.
be fair. We've been
Sorry,
working a
Potty.
long time today. Obviously, the watch along and then the Saturday football show. I'm suddenly very, very nervous for the game away at Leeds tonight, says MCFC Sam.
No,
Man
lad,
City
genuinely,
Getting
this is
nervous.
going to give them players motivation because they're going to look at this and go, hey, if we don't win or get points out of these last games, we're going down. And look at the games that they've got to play. Was it City, Chelsea?
Arsenal.
Oh, my Lord.
No, not Arsenal. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
no,
was
not
it?
Arsenal.
Was?
Arsenal as well, yeah.
There's some really horrible games to play to stay up in the league.
They play Arsenal and Chelsea in the space of like 3-4 days.
That's horrible.
How about this one, Matty? From Geordie Toon for Life says, Matty, if Palace and City win, 9 out of 10 on who knows wins.
What, for this guy or me?
It might be for you, it might be for him. Let us know who.
Oh, it's over to me.
Real Madrid 4-0 up now. Isco adds El Cuatro
So they've won.
to the list
They've
there.
won.
Oh, it's not for me. I had a draw for Southampton Palace. So
Nah,
well
can't
done,
be
mate.
it.
Well done.
Diego.
Good efforts,
Gonna
man.
They've
win
won
some
the
money
league,
there.
lads.
Yeah, man.
So Real Madrid have won the league in Spain. Congratulations to them.
No. Welcome.
AGT, do you remember Super Jack? Ah, he's trying to get me there.
Oh, you've started it.
He's trying to get me there.
You
Do you
started it,
remember
finish it.
Super Jack Me Off as a super sub? No, I don't, because he was never a super sub / player / even a person. I thought Isco was a myth, says Alexa. Again, another player like Asensio, who's kind of failed to live up to the billing.
He's chipping, isn't he?
Linked to Liverpool as well.
He's actually
Isco.
leaving Real Madrid.
Definitely
I think, at the end
leaving,
of the season.
yeah. Yeah, man. Don Robbie doing you dirty. If Ty was in the studio, you'd all be on to a Domino's.
I know, isn't it? I mean,
That's all
what's
right.
going on there?
Starving.
What's going on
6
there?
hour shift as well.
6 hour shift. Why is Matty dressed up as a badger?
There's a badger.
Yeah.
A badger.
Badger.
Don't know. Does that make
I
sense?
don't
It's a
think
teddy
you
bear
look like a
on his
badger.
top.
Yeah, but that's a teddy bear. It's not a badger.
That's what I'm saying.
What is it? Bodger and Badger. Remember that show?
Matty's getting attacked this show. It was Alex last
Leave
show. Now it's
Matty alone,
Matty.
guys, please. And don't say on me either, please. Yeah, that's okay.
Just make, I don't care. Just make it make
It's
sense.
your debut, Doyle. You'll be fine. Don't worry
Long
about
bottom
it. You'll be fine.
Oh, disallowed for Real Madrid. What a shame, that fourth goal.
Not that it
shame.
matters at
Oh,
all.
no.
That will change everything.
Right, we are literally approaching right now the full time in the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Can Aston Villa
Yes.
hold out against
Just get one more
Norwich?
goal, please,
Can
to them.
Southampton hold on for a 1-1 draw at home to Palace? No, they can't! No, they can't! What are the chances of that? As I say it,
Wilfred Zaha
comes
off the bench.
off the bench and scores. Oh my goodness!
Oh man, I had it as a draw.
What are
man.
the
So
chances
did
of
I.
that, bro?
Just ruined
Me
everything.
saying that, and then that happened.
I was just taking a look at my predictions.
Bollocks, man. I was on course for a good. Oh, the prediction battle was really good as well.
Shit.
That guy's who said he needed Palace, didn't he?
Okay, then. Looking forward to that.
Someone's
Full
won.
time at Watford though.
Go on.
2-1 Burnley.
Go on.
2-1 to Burnley.
The
5
relegation
points clear.
fight heats up
Loser
even
is a
more.
loser again.
Loser keeps losing every
Come
week.
on.
He needs a transfer, that lad.
I think I'm the only person that actually
Needs
wants
a
Burnley
name
to stay up.
change.
Everybody hates Burnley.
It's good down
I
people.
am a Scousers lad, so I don't really want to see other Scousers go down, but if it
Get them
happens,
down.
lad, it's their own
Send them
fault.
down.
lad.
I want to see
I
them
think-
go down.
I don't know. The thing is with Burnley, is it just brings something else to the league.
Yeah, they do. And I said this at the start of the season.
I don't want everybody to come and play glamorous football.
I do
Boring.
agree. If it was any other team other than Everton, I'd want them to get relegated, but because it isn't, it's Everton, lad. Scousers.
Yeah.
I want them.
AGT, that shirt is a shocker. Buy another one and burn them both, says Pac-Man. Cheers, mate. That's nice.
He's got a point. Joking. I think it's alright.
Look at that one right next to you, lad.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's horrendous. It's actually horrendous, actually.
It is a
Next
shocker.
season isn't much better either.
Doesn't
is it?
know
Oh,
if
don't
it's
even
zigging or
talk
it's
about it.
zagging,
Don't
lad.
even
It doesn't
talk
know
to me.
which
Next
direction it's going in.
Burnley win, and it looks like that win could, and I say could because yes, there will be more.
Let's get another one.
Burnley.
Danny Ings,
literally
former
need to
Liverpool
hide.
striker, has scored for Aston Villa. That's just ruined my prediction.
Look
to
at
be
Roy.
fair.
He doesn't give a
Roy's got
shit.
the Roy bands back on.
He's on the
Roy
beach.
doesn't give a shit, man. He's done.
Going down
Roy.
to Sunbanks.
He's going straight on the flight now, isn't he?
He's going to call Harry Redknapp up and say,
Straight
going
on
on
the flight to Vegas tonight, big Hodgson.
He
the
don't care,
flight
man.
to
He's
next
moved
flight
on
out
with
of
his day.
Benidorm.
Gonna have a look at Villa's second goal here in stoppage time. It's full time at Wolves as well.
Wow.
That's Watford definitely done now.
Wolves
and
fans,
Norwich done as well. I don't want to hear
Wolves
any more
fans,
about these
what
teams.
is going on?
Wolves fans, you've just lost 3-0 at home to
Madness.
Brighton.
That's madness.
Yeah,
that.
Wolves and Watford
down.
either.
Man.
Are Wolves and Watford, sorry, Norwich and Watford, when are they going to get confirmed relegated now?
Buendia running forward, gives it off. Oh, that's poor from
must be
Buendia. But yeah,
Not great at
listen,
scoring goals, he
what
is.
an absolute belter of a set of Premier League games there, and we're still not over in the Southampton Crystal Palace game, and we're still not over in Villa Park as well. That's got a couple of minutes to go. But we've seen some good goals and some great games, not only in England but across the continent as well. Or can you say that anymore? The continent? Are we still part of the continent?
We're not part of it
no,
anymore.
we're not. So across Europe then.
Yeah.
'Cause I guess we're not in Europe
Not
anymore.
involved.
But Danny Ings, great little finish there to.
Norwich just can't
to
be
round
arsed.
off.
Them. They
Yeah,
just
they
can't be
arsed.
arsed.
Rounds off a great afternoon of football for Steven Gerrard. It's nice to see Watkins and Ings both scoring again for Villa. It's been a while. Dean Smith, the former Aston Villa boss there, coming back to his old club that he was the manager at for so many years. Danny Ings looks to be quite emotional with that goal there, Doyle. It looks like he's crying a little bit. Yeah,
he probably just wants to prove to Gerrard that he's good enough to play, lad, and that's a moment
looks
for him.
knackered.
Knackered, don't they?
That's why he came off the bench.
Yeah,
Has he been
did.
injured
he
or
did.
something?
He's only been on 10 minutes.
Why is he like absolutely
Panting like
paggered?
a dog.
Look at the
Yeah,
Elite
when they
lads.
can-
I've seen
Ah.
Gus run more than that and not be panted.
Look,
man.
what are Norwich doing here?
Shocking.
Great assist that from Watkins, if you think about it. I know.
Good.
Ramsey with a hit, wasn't it? Saved.
It's turning.
Instinctive,
Yeah. I mean, the
that.
keeper
It's a
should be
relegation type
doing a
goal
lot.
to
It's
It
a
is.
striker's
It's
finish. That's
actually
what
a
it
poor
is, lad.
goal, if I'm being honest.
It's a championship goal.
He'll take it all day, but yeah.
It's full time at St Mary's. Palace for that late
Wow.
winner. 2-1.
Wow.
Can you believe the scenes?
Patrick Vieira,
let's
what a
get
job he's doing.
Our predictions out, boys.
Jesus.
Well,
Alex
some
has
of them
won.
were
Alex
ruined up
has
after
won.
that.
Let's just call a spade a spade. He's definitely won.
Has he?
Yeah, yes. I could tell by his reaction. He nearly had an orgasm there when the goal went in for Palace.
Listen, let's start with Doyle. We'll move round and I'll let you know what I've got. Go on, Doyle, you start.
So for Liverpool,
Show it to we need proof. You have to show it
Liverpool
on
and
this show,
Newcastle,
mate.
I had 2-1, so lost there. Aston Villa and Norwich 2-0. Got that right.
Oh, okay. Shit.
And then Southampton, Crystal Palace have done 1-1. So fuck's sake, Wilfred lads. Why'd you
He's
score?
got 2 points so far for
And
getting
then
the correct answer.
shit.
Watford, Burnley.
What was the score there?
He's got 2-1.
2-1.
The thing is, this hasn't been. This is because we've already seen goals going as last time.
Right, and I said 2-2 because I thought that'd be a bit more exciting.
So you got 4 points. I can give you.
No, he got 1-4, didn't he?
I got Norwich. I nearly got 6, lad.
Oh no, I'll give you 5 because the Liverpool.
Didn't he get 2 correct scores?
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
which is 2 points each. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I had Villa 2-1, so 1 off there. I had Southampton 1, Palace 1, last minute, Jazoho. Got the Burnley score right 2-1, and got Wolves 1-0 wrong.
How
So
many points?
I don't know, how many is that? 3, is it?
3 points there for Matty Renton. So Aston Villa 1, Norwich 0. I had that up until 2 minutes ago. Watford 1, Burnley 2. Correct. Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 2. Correct. And then Wolves I said would be 1-1. So
Same as done.
is that 4 points for me as well?
But I got 5, didn't I?
Villa.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah.
oh well.
Villa to
but
beat
then I
Norwich
got 5 because I predicted
2-0.
that Liverpool would beat Newcastle.
doing
Then.
the-
So it's 4 each. 4 each. Sorry, bro.
Villa to beat Norwich 2-0.
Nice.
Southampton Palace unfortunately got that wrong. Burnley 2-1 Watford though.
Yeah.
And then 1-1.
So you got 2 bang-ons as well.
Yeah.
So we're
4.
both
Four.
You.
No, but you
you
got-
normally win this.
Who
I
won
mean,
that?
cheat
Then?
this
You've
week.
won that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've won that by getting the Villa score, the Villa game correct.
So I've won.
I think you've got 7 points.
What? Why? Why?
7. I
Wait,
don't think
5?
so,
How many
no.
points you got? 5. I've only got 4 points.
I've
No,
got
Well,
we
didn't
got 4. I'm pretty sure everyone got 4 points.
So no one.
No.
Yeah, look.
Villa
I got
won.
2. I got 2 bang on.
Yeah,
That
but
was
Villa,
bang on,
Villa beat
and that
Norwich.
was
That's a
bang on.
point.
Oh yeah, you're right.
5 points.
Yeah, I did get 5. Yeah, because I was right about that. So
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
1 point for that.
Where'd you get? Oh, the 2. Oh, right.
Yeah,
So I
Villa.
got
He said
1
Villa
point.
to beat
Doing
Norwich.
it.
Yeah.
Norwich are relegated as well, by the way. Norwich have now officially been confirmed that we're
Thank
relegated.
goodness for that.
Dean Smith at his
Get 'em
old
on,
ground, Norwich City relegated from the Premier League.
There we go.
We all know
At last.
Absolute
I just want official confirmation, you know. May as
We
well.
won 3-0 at the start of the season, lad. Oh, was it? Yeah, it was 3-0, wasn't it? Game over.
Yeah.
Right then, guys, it's been a great show, and to finish up, we're going to ask you this one: who will end up in the Champions League final? Massive week of streams ahead on DR Sports for the Champions League semi-final second leg. We've got Liverpool and Villarreal, 2-0 in that one in the first leg, and we've got Manchester City, Real Madrid. Who's going through to the final, boys?
Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Final.
Liverpool versus Man City final.
Liverpool City.
I'm going to go Liverpool Madrid. And of course, you can catch all the action on DR Sports. We've got amazing watch-alongs throughout the week. As I mentioned, Norwich are down, but DR Sports is going up. We'll see you next week. Take care.
That's so